The Big Game is sponsored by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you.
Hello, everybody. Chris Egan, King 5 Sports, the King 5 Big Game of the Week. The Kentwood Conquerors taking on the Bears from Tahoma. Quincy Davison, head coach of Kentwood, joins us now. And, Coach, last 3 years, Kentwood's kind of been trying to rebuild a little bit. This year, it has been a great season so far. 5-2 overall, 4-1 in league play. Your first year as the head coach. What do you like right now about this team and this program and the way they're headed?
One thing I like about this team is that, we don't quit. Last week we were down 30. The week before that, we were down by 10 with 3 minutes left in the game. And the boys find a way to win. And they have adapted some grit. That's one thing I love about them, that they come ready to work. Any challenges they may face, they're ready to overcome it. And we see it in the classroom, we're seeing it on the field, and we're seeing it in the community with some of the stuff that our boys have been throughout the year.
I'm just so proud of our guys because they've worked so dang hard to get to this place. Just the hundreds of hours in the off season, the spring, and everything that they've done. And I'm just proud of the fact that they bought into this process. And I'm a believer that that's all, winning is a result of the process. And it's just been really cool to see our guys do that and how they've gotten better every single week. It's been fun.
This weather, this atmospheric river, going to slow the passing game down a little bit tonight?
I don't think so. I think both teams are going to stick to their game plan. I just think that the ball boys will get a lot of work in today.
Well, welcome everyone to French Field. Chris Egan, King 5 Sports, the King 5 Big Game of the Week, brought to you by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you. And we've got a dandy tonight. The rain has stopped just a little bit here outside French Field. Kentwood, 4-1 in league play, 5-2 overall, number 21 in the state, taking on the Bears from Tahoma, 4-1 in league, 5-2 overall, number 23 in the great state of Washington. Kentwood, Tahoma, both sitting in second place right now in the NPSL North Division. Whoever wins tonight would be in the driver's seat to take home the number 2 seed in the NPSL. Kennedy Catholic sitting pretty as the number 1 seed. But if Tahoma wins, they still have some work next week. They would have to face off against Stadium, a team that is also right there in the thick of things. It is a great night tonight, homecoming night tonight for Kentwood. And my pleasure to bring in, since it's homecoming night, to bring in a former Kentwood Conqueror star, Tyler Freed. Played for Kentwood back in the days. We'll have Tyler explain when he played, where he played, and the glory days of Kentwood football. Tyler Freed went on to Washington State University, now a very, very successful realtor in this area, covers the Tahoma area, the Maple Valley area, Kentwood, Covington, you name it. Tyler, first off, thanks for joining us tonight in the booth.
Chris, good to be here. Fun to be back for homecoming. Excited for this matchup tonight.
Okay, give us, everybody, a breakdown of the years you played, because you played when Kentwood, one of the best football programs in the state when you were here.
Yeah, quite the tradition of winning. Great coaching staff. I was there 2000 to 2002. I believe we finished third, second, and then first my senior year, first state championship, 2002.
How special was that when you look back at those days of Kentwood football, taking home back-to-back state titles? I think they won the first one when you were senior and won another one the next year, I believe.
Yeah, really cool to be a part of that. Just a great, I can't say enough about the coaches. They really built a tradition of winning, so pretty exciting.
So it will be Tahoma in their white tops and white bottoms and blue helmets. They will have the ball first here in the first quarter of play at the King 5 Big Game. The Kentwood Conquerors coming out, black pants, black tops, and their silver helmets. Now take me back, because there is this young coach for Kentwood, Quincy Davison Jr., his first year as the head coach. He's done some great things already. He played here at Kentwood, played in college. Going back to, Tyler, your freshman year, your sophomore year, what was it that you were seeing here that you could feel that this place was building something special?
Well, they really built a good, strong program. We had some amazing seniors. A lot of kids went and played. Mike Carney's a name that rings a big bell. Trying to run against him and practice as a 170-pound sophomore didn't end that well for me. We had Ryan Scott, the guy just glided across the field, and pretty fun tonight. We got Carl Bonnell. He was our starting quarterback, 3-year starter. His son Brady is taking the snap here now.
And I believe his dad is actually helping out with Tahoma. So Carl, a great player for Kentwood back in the day. Handoff right there to number 16. That's Maddox Province, who picks up some yards right there. So Carl Bonnell, great player. I think he was originally Wazoo, then ended up playing for the Huskies back in the day.
Yeah, followed his brother Ray to Pullman, Washington. Played there for a year and then transferred to UW. Got some big starts. I remember watching his game against Cali. Came out there and balled out pretty well.
And we've heard a lot about Brady. It's a quarterback show tonight. The rains have stopped. Brady Bonnell under center. Handoff is made. Johnny Gross gets the carry, and Johnny Gross picks up about 4 to 5 yards on that. So Tahoma moving the ball. Both these teams, Tyler, average over 30 points a game. So we're expecting a high-scoring affair tonight, and should be a fun game. And both coaches said, and take me back, this is exciting because it's been a long time since Tahoma and Kentwood have had a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, this is a big matchup here tonight. I remember playing at Tahoma's field in the grass back in the day. They've switched high schools since, but I'm sure that continued short passes and hard run game are going to be the key to the game today.
That's Waylon Abercrombie with the catch. Brady Bonnell, the throw. Is going to be short of, only picked up about 1 or 2 yards on that one. That's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 4 here. So Quincy Davison, head coach at Kentwood. Zach Myers has been with the Tahoma Bears since 2022. Zach Myers, been around some great football programs. We'll get into that in a sec. Great job he's been doing with the Bears. 3rd down and 4. First quarter, Tahoma on their opening drive. Tyler Freed, Chris Egan, and the big game crew coming to you live from French Field. Handoff, and that's Johnny Gross, and Johnny Gross has the first down and some change. That's old school power football right there.
That read option's working well for them. They've run that 3 out of the last 4 plays, Chris.
We talk a little bit. I mentioned Zach Myers. He grew up actually in Puyallup, went to Aylen Junior High, went to Puyallup High School, and then made the transfer as a sophomore at Puyallup High School. His family headed up to I call it the Chateau on the Plateau. You sell a few houses up there, Tyler, you're going to be in good hands. He went to Skyline and then coached at Skyline, coached at East Lake, a couple great programs up there, and then has been with Tahoma, the head coach, since 2022. They've got 5 wins this season. I mentioned they have Stadium next week. Then they're going to have some playoff games. It has been a long time since Tahoma has had a 7-win season. They had 6 wins last year, but great to see that they're doing some good things out there at Tahoma High School.
You know, Tahoma's kind of the Kent's version of Enumclaw. You got a lot of farm boys out there stretching out to Hobart. Ground and pound is what we're seeing so far.
I learned a little something new, and I don't know. I'm gonna find the stat here. I was told that Tahoma is now the biggest high school. Tyler Freed went to Wazoo, very smart man, top realtor around the state of Washington right now. So I'm just curious if he knows this stat. You probably know this, that Tahoma is the biggest high school in the state of Washington, over 3,000 kids. But this one caught me off guard a little bit. My friend Doug Dillon, whose kids went to Tahoma, gave me this stat. He says, Egan, a lot of people think Tahoma is for Mount Rainier. That's the other name for Mount Rainier. He says, let me get this play here as Bonnell rolls out, tosses in and out of the hands of Johnny Gross right there on 2nd down and 8. He says Tahoma stands for Taylor, Maple Valley, and Hobart. Those are the 3 communities that make up the high school originally. TA for Taylor, MA for Maple Valley, and HO for Hobart.
Yeah, Taylor Creek is they had a golf course there for a while, and that's next to the old school Tahoma High School there in Hobart.
I'm learning a little bit. I'm learning. So, I mean, that's for people in Maple Valley. They're like, Egan, that's old news. We knew that already, but that was new to me. Tahoma High School, they have become one of the top wrestling programs, not only in the state of Washington, in the country. They have a cheerleading staff that has won back-to-back state titles. They have won 17 state titles and counting for the We the People. That's an organization that they go out and they defend the U.S. Constitution, and Tahoma's done a great job with that.
Very cool.
Cross-country team, 5 state titles and counting. Brady Bonnell, little off pass to Johnny Gross, and it looks like he's going to be stopped. This will be interesting, Tyler. Will they go for it here? It's going to be 3rd down and about it's going to be 4th down and about 5 yards. What do you say here?
Well, it's homecoming night. You're walking in on a away game. Oh, they're going to play smart. I think that they're going to punt it.
Punting unit is coming out for Zach Myers and his Bears. No score. Interesting because we mentioned both these teams average over 30 points a game. Johnny Gross running the ball hard, but Kentwood defense holding strong. Tyler Freed, a member of the first ever Kentwood Conquerors state championship team, joining us tonight in the booth. Also a phenomenal pickleball player. He does it all, and they get a nice little French field roll right there.
That worked out well. Handled the snap well, a little high.
French field opened in 1982. My friend, Dr. Mike Boxham, played for the Puyallup Vikings, actually caught 5 touchdowns on this field. I remember that because I was here. I was, his buddy rooting him on. And 5 touchdowns from Damon Heward. Damon Heward obviously went on to do pretty good in the NFL. Mike Boxham's doing pretty good now. He's a doctor. Good memories here for you back in the days?
Always good memories. Yeah, a fun field, a lot of big games here, a lot of comeback wins.
French Field opened up back in 1982, I believe, is the date. And here we go. Here comes the Kentwood Conquerors and their offense going to work here. Brandon Tagle is the quarterback, and he's had quite a season so far for Kentwood. He's got Ezra in the backfield. They're going to run a lot of guys. You got Trey Mayfield, number 1. Caleb Rubin. His twin brother, Lee Andrew Rubin, is on the O-line, 51. Caleb is number 11. They're twin brothers. Handoff. Fighting for some yards, big old Ezra. And you probably had hair like that back at Kentwood, didn't you? Like Ezra's?
Never have. I haven't given up hope, though, Chris.
Well, as soon as you get to a certain age, it goes the other way. All right, so far, I said this was going to be an offensive fireworks show, and the defense has been looking pretty good for both teams right now.
Yeah, taking the under was a good idea. Let's see what they do here.
3rd down and 7:23 to play. First quarter, Kentwood on their first drive. Deep in their own territory. Need to get something going here.
Step up throw.
Yep, Tagle looking. Can't find anybody. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to scramble, shakes and bakes. And I think he got enough, Tyler, for the first down.
That was a heads-up play by the QB there. Oh, we got a flag, a little late hit in the corner of the Tahoma side there.
Well, these kids, and you've got 2 young boys that are very athletic in this area. I mean, we're looking at, these are kids that have grown up playing against each other, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been rec ball probably for these kiddos.
Is there a main league in the Maple Valley, Kent area for some of these youngsters?
You got Covington Rec, and then you got Maple Valley Hoops. It's pretty big.
Flag on the play.
Oh, is that a hold? Oh.
Personal foul.
Ooh.
Also on Kentwood. And you can hear some parents not happy on our side. We're on the Kentwood side. Apparently we've mic'd up one of the parents.
Big game, a lot of passion here, Chris. A lot of passion.
It's King 5 Plus, Tyler, so anything can happen here. There's no delay. I shouldn't have told you that. But this is interesting. It should be a first down, but they're sorting this one out right now. I don't know if they know what's going on. So it is going to be a first down, I think, for Kentwood.
Oh, after the play, huh? Okay.
Yes. Personal foul after the play. So they get the first down, but they're pretty much back to where they started. Great run, though, by Brandon Tagle. Talking to the coaching staff of Kentwood, and you've got a friend over there on that coaching staff.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about
Jackson Huerta, also a fellow pickleball player that plays with Chris and I. The guy's good at everything. He is great at basketball, mastermind, smart of all the sports he plays, and he's really making a difference. I see him pumping up the team on the sidelines right now.
And he is helping. He's also the basketball coach at Kentwood, too, helping out on the hoop squad. All right, nice little run here. Ezra running hard, following his big blockers. You got Lee, Andrew, Rubin, Caleb, Brandon Bale, Ethan Heidel, David Ale, Pilata, up on the line.
Chris, you've covered a lot of these high school football games. They're not really throwing the rock like they did in the 90s and early 2000s, are they?
Noel, I got to be honest, I thought we'd see a little bit of air attack from both these teams, but this is old smash mouth football here, and you know what? If you can get an offensive line and run behind them, good things are going to happen. And we're seeing that right now. A chess match between both coaches, a lot on the line tonight. Second place, Tagle throws. Oh, my! In and out of the hands of Romeo.
What a great pass. He stepped, hit him right in the chest, didn't do the diamond hands to bring it in, but it's wet out there.
Yeah, it is wet. Romeo got nice separation there, in and out, hit the pads. That would have been possibly a touchdown right there for Kentwood. Instead, it's now 3rd down and 3.
What do you do here, Chris? I mean, do you go back to the run, or are you going to do a little screen pass? What are your thoughts here?
I think they're going to let their quarterback do a
little scramble?
little play action here, yeah. A little scramble.
I like it.
He's got some legs to move.
Yeah.
He showed what he can do on that last play. 3rd down and 3. Hands it off. Ezra pounding the rock. But when you got a big boy like that, and I don't know about you, Tyler, when I was in high school, I did not have arms like that.
No, these kids they're not juicing, but they're working out a lot, Chris.
They are working out a lot. They're getting their protein as well. And that is a 1st down for the Kentwood Conquerors. King 5 big game of the week, brought to you by Phillips Law Firm, coming to you live on King 5 Plus. It has been a great season so far. We've seen some incredible teams this year. We're seeing a lot of teams that we're going to be seeing in the playoffs as we're getting closer. Now it's about playoff position, seeding. Ezra with the handoff again, and he's got another couple yards, and these boys they're battling up there. I saw big old Caleb, number 50, just lay a licking on a Tahoma Bear. Now, hard for you because your kids, you are a Kentwood Conqueror. You talk about Bunnell.
Yeah.
Kentwood.
Yeah.
Now his son is at Tahoma. Kids got to make a decision on where they go in the Kent School District?
Yeah,
will your kids be Tahoma Bears?
We're going to be Kent Lake, which was kind of one of our bigger rivals. We lost a heartbreaker to them in 01, 15-14.
Okay.
Came down to the wire. Oh, got another pass here.
Tagle buys time, lets it fly.
Good read.
And he's got his man. That's Trey Mayfield. Trey Mayfield having a pretty good season right now for Kentwood.
Moving the sticks, Chris. Playing pretty mistake-free football right now.
And then there goes the siren. You can see it's homecoming night tonight. You remember these days? These are fun times, aren't they? Were you homecoming royalty back in the day?
You know, that was a long time ago, Chris. That was a long time ago. I don't think I was.
Well, you were part of that first ever state title team, which is pretty cool. Rex Norris, the head coach of that team, or was it?
Rex helped out our sophomore and junior year, and then headed to Texas.
Okay.
And then Jim Sutrick came in, but Tom Ingles was running the show.
Oh, yes.
One of the all-time greats high school coaches in the state of Washington.
Hall of Famer Tom Ingles, back-to-back state titles, got this team to the state championship game many times. Titles in 2001, 2002.
Full circle, he ended up going to Puyallup for a little bit, I think.
He did. After Kentwood went over to Puyallup High School, led some good teams over there. 1st down and 10, 4:47 to go. The Kentwood Conquerors moving from our left to your right in their black tops, black bottoms, silver helmets, and nice defensive play right there. That's a nice little play by Mr. Youssef.
Uncontested, kind of snuck through the A-gap there, Eags.
Yeah, Youssef, I was talking to Tahoma's coach earlier today, and he said, this is a young man to keep an eye on, Mr. Egan. Youssef is playing some great ball this year, and he showed it right there. Nice little defensive stop, -2 yards, I think, on that one.
Tackle for loss.
Kentwood High, they've had some great football players through the years. Ernie Conwell, I remember that name pretty well. Demetrius Bronson.
Yeah.
Mike Carney was a fullback in the NFL. Handoff, and that is some nice pickup right there.
It's a big run. Mike.
Darian Williams, 6 foot, 190-pound junior with the carry right there. Did you play with any of those? I'm trying to think.
I played with Mike Carney, and then Ernie's, I think probably nephew, Will Conwell, and then Ryan Conwell also played with us. Conwell's pretty famous in the Kent area, just superstar athletes.
And then Kentwood also had a nice run, a girls basketball program that just simply dominated the state for many years, and some names on that went on to do great things. Courtney Vandersloot, Lindsey Moore, both played in the WNBA, both from Kentwood, both part of those state championship teams. You've got some baseball players in Reese McGuire, Austin Voth, and Matthew Barzal. Played a little hockey. So Kentwood has got quite an alumni base there.
Yeah, a lot of
people. And Tyler Freed. Pickleball pro, real estate of the stars of Maple Valley. All right. Togley is going to throw it.
Ooh, bringing the pressure.
Incomplete. Looking for 22. That's Feofonie Mole Posar. Don't know if I said that right, but
I think you nailed it. Turnover on downs here, Chris. I like it, though. I like the pressure.
I appreciate you saying I probably got that right. I think there's probably a mom and dad watching that going, he wasn't even close. All right. Turnover on down, so give some credit right away to Tahoma's defense. The Bears keep this Kentwood team, a very highly explosive team. They were moving down the field pretty good, but they were just marching. Stopped them, yeah. All right, second chance for Brady Bunnell and the Bears from Tahoma. We're talking about the Kentwood alumni. Tahoma's got a pretty good group, too. Taylor Saucedo, pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, was a pitcher for the Tahoma Bears back in the day. Handoff there. Not much going. Kentwood's defense all over that one. Amari Lowe played in the NFL, and Brandy Carlisle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Famous
musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always gives Tahoma a shout-out, so good to see. Be nice to get her maybe to do a national anthem at one of these games.
Yeah.
You know? We'll work on maybe for the next big game.
We'll make it happen, Chris.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Tahoma, second drive of the night, no score here. That's Johnny Gross.
Strong run up the middle. Brady's trying to do a quick count on him.
Johnny Gross going to pick up maybe 3 to 4 yards, which is going to bring up a third down and 4, I believe. They got the 4th down marker, but it's 3rd down and 3.
Jumping the gun a little bit,
the chain groups. And how about Johnny Gross? Just powering up the middle.
Right up the middle.
You know, I would just keep going to Johnny Gross until they can stop him right now.
Yeah, you gotta stick with it. It's working. Let's see what Kentwood does to answer. Maybe
first down and 10.
Stack the box,
yeah,
huh?
Stack the box. First down and 10. 2:08 to go in the first quarter. No score, and just like I said, Johnny Gross up the middle, Johnny Gross up the middle, Johnny Gross up the middle.
Pretty consistent.
I think Zach Myers just said, hey, keep going to this until they can stop it.
Exactly, and they're doing the no-huddle thing.
All right, here we go. Trying to get a first down. Brady Bunnell licks over to Zach Myers. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Johnny Gross to his right. 2nd down. Handoff. Gross up the middle. Gross first down.
Pretty consistent.
And give some credit to this offensive line. Aaron Altwood, Cole Lutgen, Harlan Day, Eli Payton, Isaac Nunez paving the way right now for the Bears.
They're getting a good push, Chris.
All right, Ethan Tanner in motion. Throws up top, looking for Grady Gross. 20, 10,
Ooh.
Loses the ball but loses it out of bounds. It's going to be another first down, so when he's not running, he's catching it. So far, so good for young Johnny Gross, having a big night tonight in this first quarter in a big game. He's a senior, 6 foot, 208-pounder.
Chris, do we have any college commits or anything that we're watching tonight that we've seen out there?
Talking to the coaches, there are a lot of kids out here. I know both these quarterbacks are being looked at, a lot of the offensive, defensive line. So both these programs have turned a lot of kids into the college ranks. So I will say this, it's getting tougher for the high school kids nowadays because of the transfer portal and all that. Johnny Gross carries about 3 Kentwood Conkers into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And that was the Johnny Gross show on that drive for the Tahoma Bears.
I mean, I'd stick with it. It doesn't look like it's getting stopped anytime soon.
And as much as we're giving credit to Johnny Gross, Tyler, I think you got to give credit to that offensive line, just opening up some holes and pushing forward. Aaron Altwood once again, Cole, Harlan, Eli, and Isaac. And Brady Bonnell, one throw on that drive. It was to Johnny Gross, and the rest was Johnny up the middle.
Yeah, it looks like they're just following that inside tackle there.
Johnny Be Good gives Tahoma a 6-0 lead. Homecoming night here at French Field for the Kentwood Conkers. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Nice to see that the atmospheric river that the weather crews have been talking about has stopped for now. Because it was a wild pregame. At 5 and 6, it was coming down hard. How was it out in the Maple Valley area? Was it
it's been raining all day. I was wondering about tonight, but yeah, you're right. We caught a little break in it, so hopefully this holds up for a little bit. Let these kids start passing the ball a little bit. Except for Tahoma. I mean, they're just...
Yeah, just right down the middle. Johnny Gross, left and right. Actually, not left and right, just right up the middle. You're looking at the Tahoma sidelines over there. Some late arrivals coming in. You can also see the Big Game Louis on camera over there. Big Game Louis, we zoom in, that Tahoma cheerleading squad. They are one of the best in the state. They've won back-to-back state titles as well. So they've done some great things out there. Once again, Tahoma High School now over 3,000 students at this school. Just a great reputation. Oh! Tahoma getting a little tricky with the kickoff?
Yeah, good hands there. Brought it in.
We'll have to check with our big game statistician, Jeff, over there. How many yards total for Johnny Gross?
I'll get to you.
Okay. We got the best of the business up here in the King 5 Big Game crew. Big Game brought to you by Phillips Law Firm. 52 seconds to play. Set the scene for you. Tahoma on their opening drive stopped by Kentwood. Kentwood got the ball. Made a nice drive, got it past the 50-yard line, but then were stopped on downs. Tahoma got it back for their second drive and went with a lot of Johnny Gross up the middle, and he got himself a touchdown, and that's where we're at, 7-0 Bears over the Conks. Kentwood now with the ball. Kentwood trying to get momentum back on their side. And they're kind of mixing up the running backs right now. That's Marquise Jones with the carry. So that's the third back to touch the ball right now for Kentwood. Who was the big star on your state championship team?
Well, we had Kevin Jones. In our sophomore year, we had his older brother John Jones and John Gardenhire. All three exceptional running backs. We got a little trickery, a little flea flicker. Who's he going to?
Look at this.
Ooh. I like it. Big nights, big plays, Chris.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I love the Nerf, backyard Nerf, calling out some Nerf ball plays right there. That's going to bring up third down and about 6 yards for Quincy Davison. His first year as the head coach. Just has done a great job with this program. Kentwood in 2022 was just 2-8. In 2023, 3-7. Last year, 5-5. Now they are 5-2. Incomplete right there. He was looking for Caleb Rubin.
Little back shoulder throw, not bad. Just missed him.
And I don't think they're going to mess around this time. They're bringing out the punting crew.
3 seconds left in the quarter, Chris. Let's see what they can do. Maybe, something will happen here.
7-0 your score. Tyler Freed, Chris Egan, King 5 Big Game of the Week. We got the Big Game crew all over this one, the best photographers in the world. More Emmy Awards won at King 5 than any other station along the great West Coast. And we've got the Emmy Award-winning photojournalist giving us some great highlights of these big games. King 5 TV, 75 years ago, started their broadcast with a high school football game, and here we are 75 years later, still bringing you high school football, bringing you your communities. So at the end of one, Tahoma Bears lead it. Your score, 7-0. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
The Big Game is sponsored by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the King 5 Big Game of the Week. Chris Egan here from Frenchfield. Tonight, we've got the Tahoma Bears taking on the Kentwood Conquerors. Tyler Freed joining me in the booth. Tyler, quickly, your thoughts on the first quarter.
Gross continues to keep running the ball really, really well. It's set up for a good game tonight.
Good game indeed. Let's get ready for the second quarter. Once again, the King 5 Big Game of the Week from Frenchfield. Tahoma Bears lead it 7-0. Time now for the second quarter. All right, Tyler Freed, always a pleasure to have you here. This is going to be fun tonight. Tyler Freed, a member of that first ever Kentwood State Championship team. That last drive, 42 rushing yards for Gross, 17 receiving yards. Overall, he's got 53 yards on the ground, 21 in the air. So Johnny Gross having a good night tonight for the Tahoma Bears.
Heck of a first quarter for Johnny.
Getting some stats also from I call him Mr. Maple Valley himself, Doug Dillon. Doug's just... and
he's off to the races.
He's off to the races. Look at this. That's Rocco Biselli. Rocco down to the... Looks like down to the 6-yard line. And what a play right out of the break. Zach Myers coming up with a big play right there. Or was that was that Bunnell on the carry on that one? That was Brady Bunnell. I had the wrong board up. That was Brady Bunnell.
Quite the run.
Wow.
Little QB keeper. Sticking to that read option, Chris.
Brady Bunnell with just a huge run right there. You were talking about his dad, playing alongside his dad, one of the greats to come out of Kentwood. And what a run there from Brady. Hands it off to Gross. And nice little play right there. My apologies to Brady that we called him a player from the Kentwood side, but that happens when you haven't flipped your board yet.
Quite the run. Quite the athletic family, too. Carl married Katie Bonnell, 3-year starter with the volleyball team at Kentwood there. Good genes in the family. Great family.
And that's why we bring in Tyler Freed. That's insight right there you're not going to get anywhere else. I would not have known that his mom was a volleyball star back in the day. Athletic genes, and he's shown it tonight. Tahoma Bears already up 7-0, moving from our left to your right. Second quarter of play. Bunnell with a huge run to start this second quarter. Two backs lined up behind him. Youssef and Gross. Handoff. Youssef. And the Kentwood defense is on that one. And right now, this Bears team has looked very strong, Tyler.
Time of possession, they're kind of carrying the momentum of the game right now. Everything's working for them so far. Pinned in on, they're on the 8 right now, Chris. It's a big stop here if Kentwood can make it happen.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7. 9:57 to play, second quarter. Brady Bunnell in the shotgun. Two running backs right next to him. Bunnell is going to go to the air. Bunnell right down the middle. In and out of the hands of his wide receiver right there.
Heck of a read there, though. He was wide open. Safety was back of the end zone there.
He's looking for Timmy McEwen. And so let's see what they do here. Tahoma's got some pretty good soccer kids over at that school, and usually if you got a good soccer kid, they're usually kicking field goals.
Exactly. I think that's what we're going to see here to put them up 10-0.
All right.
The extra point was a little short, though. We got to watch this one, Chris.
Zach Myers wants points on the board, and they're going to go for the field goal.
Oh, costly offsides.
Little movement. I think that may be on Tahoma. We'll see. If that's against Kentwood, that would be a first down. Let's see who they're talking about it.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Kentwood, I think, lining up in the neutral zone. Oof.
Okay.
Fresh set of downs.
Maybe. I think it's staying fourth down.
Oh, staying fourth. Okay.
All right, so they're just going to move it up. Still fourth down and goal.
Does this change the decision here, Chris?
Apparently it's not. Apparently Zach Myers is keeping his field goal crew out there.
Keep it easy.
I was thinking maybe Brady Bonnell and Johnny Gross, they haven't been stopped too much tonight, but they're going to take the points. Snap is down, and it is good. So with 9:39 to play in the second quarter, after the Brady Bonnell big run, the Bears get a field goal, and they take a 10-0 lead. The Kentwood band trying to fire everybody up here. Kentwood cheer staff. Talk about state titles. They've had quite the reputation over the years of being one of the best around the state.
Chris, that run by Brady was an 83-yard run.
83-yard run from Brady Bonnell. That put them into the red zone. They end up getting a field goal. As you can see, packed house tonight at French Field on the Kentwood side. It's homecoming night tonight. Always good to see a big crowd out here at French Field. Yeah, great crowd. Back in the day, the state titles days, you could know hottest ticket in Kent.
Exactly. Couldn't find a parking spot, Chris.
No, that was well before the ShoWare Center. It was before the Seattle T-Birds were playing in Kent. Yeah, that French Field was the #1 ticket in town.
This was it.
Short kick. Tahoma doesn't like to kick it deep. And that's
good field position.
Yeah, Chance Savini picked that one up, and Kentwood should have good field position. You know what hurt me, Tyler, is when French Field, close to so many restaurants, but I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, they put in a Zell's Chicken in.
Yeah.
Not too far away. And I rarely come to French Field and don't visit my friends at Azell's Chicken. Not a sponsor of the show, but they're welcome to be next year if you'd like to be. Yeah. Bring the big game crew chicken every Friday night.
Football and chicken, Chris. Does it get better?
It doesn't, no. All right, here comes Kentwood. They need to get something going, and they
breaks
do.
Away.
How about that run right there? That's Marquise Jones on the carry.
Strong run up the middle.
Kentwood going with multiple backs tonight. Once again, we've seen 3 different backs carry the ball. So Quincy Davison, head coach of Kentwood, mixing it up a little bit. He played college football after his run here at Kentwood. Graduated here in 2012. Togle hands off. Jones carries. Picks up a couple yards. Togle is going to come over, chat it over with his coaching staff. Did they have a parade after that first state title championship game? You remember that?
I just remember going back to the high school, and there was a lot of fans there and signing autographs of kids that weren't going to play D1 football, actually.
Those are the great moments, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's only 1% of these kids are going to go on and play, so these are their big moments, and I'm glad King 5 is helping us bring these moments there. And how about this young man, Jones? Another great carry. He's come to play.
Finishes off with a nice little stiff arm there. Big 5 making moves.
Yeah. The Big 5 showing it up on King 5 tonight. Marquise Jones, 6 foot, 190-pound junior. Making some great runs tonight. You make runs like that, you're going to stay in the game. Kentwood power. They're starting to feel it here. Down 10-0. Second quarter, trying to get something rolling. Handoff. Ezra has some running room.
Patience there. All right, they're marching now. Got to get some points on the board here, Chris.
Ezra coming in fresh. He's like, okay, if Jones is going to do this, I'm going to come out and bust some big runs, and that's what he does. 2nd down and 3. Ball in the 20. Kentwood down but far from out. A lot of football to be played, and they're putting together a nice drive right here. Tagle hands it off. That's the 4th running back we've seen used tonight. Mixing it up a little bit. They're mixing it up. You don't know who's going to get the ball.
You got to keep them guessing, Chris. You got to keep them guessing.
I'm just saying, though, if Jones, get him some oxygen, get him back on the field, because he's put together some nice runs on this drive. All right, 1 receiver to the left side. That's Romeo on the left, 2 to the right. Tagle hands it off.
Stops him in the backfield. That was 27. That was the one Coach said to watch out for, right?
That was Youssef. You got it. You nailed it. He's made a couple big tackles tonight for the Bears.
2 tackles for a loss. Let's see if they get in the air. They're running twins right. It'd be nice to see them take advantage of that. You know, you keep running the ball, and then everybody expects to run every time, right?
That is the voice. Tyler Freed played for the Kentwood Conquerors, was on their first state championship team ever. Proud Washington State Cougar, now one of the top realtors in the state of Washington. Tagle looking, firing, finds Trey Mayfield, and Mayfield with a nice catch right there.
A little deep slant there, Chris. I like it. It's wide open. Let's see if they go back there.
Now, give a little kudos. It was your dad. Your dad got you into the real estate business? Is that
the Kenster. I think he started in '82, and then got my real estate license after going to the Washington State University, and been doing it since. It's been a heck of a ride, Chris.
Okay, and the youngsters, give everybody their names so we can watch out for these two.
Yeah, Carter Freed, keeping an eye out for him on the baseball field. He'll be playing in Kent Lake. He's doing Maple Valley select ball right now. And Mason Man.
Tagle was under pressure.
Yeah, they're getting a good push on him.
Was looking for Darian Williams and in and out of his hands. Ooh. So you got one in baseball.
Yeah, one in soccer right now, doing all the things.
Okay.
You go points here, Chris, or you got to score, don't you?
I think you got to get some. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 6.
Okay.
Ball's on the 12. Tagle's going in there. And I don't think Tagle is going to be kicking.
You got some room on the near side. Let's see what they do.
What are they going to draw? I see Rocco Maselli. Possible screen pass to Rocco.
Yeah, I like that.
Looks like it's
on the
set
near
up
side
for that. Yeah, let's see what happens. Pitch out.
Uh-oh. Got to beat
Darian
one.
Williams. No.
What a tackle.
Oh, my. Nathan Padu. Jacob Renfort. Both in on the tackle. Nathan and Jacob both just coming together as one and bringing down Williams.
Yeah, the sweep to would like to see that to the strong side there, Chris. All right, let's see if the defense can get a turnover here.
Kentwood 5-2 on the season, 4-1 in league play. Tahoma 5-2 on the season, 4-1 in league play. 2nd place in the NPSL North, up for grabs tonight. Here comes the Bears. Bunnell, don't know if he caught. Well, the official says that was a catch. Only picked up about a yard, but they're giving him the catch. So if you play fantasy high school football, you get a point on that one.
Yeah, a little PPR point there, Chris.
Gavin Steiner got, I don't know. I'll have to check my fantasy if I started Gavin tonight. But I just picked up a point. All right, 2nd down and 8. Now they're giving them 2 yards on the stats. Ball on the 14. Tahoma leads it 10-0. Handoff, Johnny Gross. And Johnny be good tonight because it's been the Johnny show so far for Tahoma. Then again, Brady Bunnell, 83-yard run, put him in field goal range, which gave him a 10-0 lead. It was Johnny Gross on that first drive, the second drive of the night for Tahoma with the touchdown run, gave him a 7-0 lead.
Kentwood band's playing a little Star Wars music. Hopefully that'll help us stop here, Chris, on 3rd and 5.
And bringing the heat, and nicely done right there. Tucker Maurer was coming in. Tucker Maurer had the green light, and he was coming after Brady Bunnell. And a little pressure there on the Bears.
Little safety flash blitz. They've kept that one in the playbook for over 20 years, Chris. Good to see.
That's why we pay you the big bucks to come on the King 5 Big Game Show. It's that Kentwood insight that only Tyler Freed would have for us. We said Ernie Conwell, Tyler Freed. You know what? Ernie wanted too much, so you were our second option, and here you are.
I'm okay for it.
So Tahoma's going to punt. Kentwood needed a stop, and they get one. So they're going to get the ball back with 5:07 to play. About 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Down 10-0. What would you like to see from Kentwood?
I think you got to mix up the playbook a little bit. I've been watching a couple high school games, and it seems like a lot of that read option. Don't love the sweep, the pro toss sweep on fourth down. Hopefully they can make some adjustments. But like you said earlier, the O-line of the Bears is getting the best of the D-line of the Conks right now.
Both coaches excited about tonight's game. They said this is the challenge you want as you get ready for the postseason. You need games like this, that are going to test your young men, and that's what this game is doing right now to both teams. It's a good little battle here, coming to you live on King 5 Plus. Tagle hands it out. Ezra running with some steam, and Ezra may have the first down.
That second effort there, Chris, what a run!
Showing some strength on that run right there. Let's go, Ez. You can hear it from the Kentwood parent section. And that is a first down for the Kentwood Conkers. 4:50 to go. Big shout out to all the Kent School District and the Kentwood staff that were just absolutely awesome, helping out the big game crew. They said we said we wanted to come. They're like, just you name it, get here. They've been a great help. Cheerleading crew joined us. It was pouring rain, Tyler. They were out there in the rain at 5:45.
How was the energy, Chris?
Great energy.
Yeah, it's a big night. Homecoming. That's a fun time.
Probably got the big sock hop. I don't know if they call it that anymore tomorrow night. A lot of Taylor Swift music.
Yeah, there we go. Hot to go, right? That's the one we like. Yep.
Hottogo. Second down and 10. 10-0. Tagle rolling, throwing. He has Rocco Maselli.
Good clean grab there. I'm tell you what, the open field tackling of Tahoma has been pretty impressive, though.
You know, I like my name, Chris Egan, but if I could change it, Rocco Maselli just seems strong, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you walk into what's up, Rocco?
Yeah, demands respect, right?
Yeah, it does. Nice catch there from Rocco. I also need to give a shout-out, by the way.
Yeah.
I always like to give my shout-outs to Luke LaChance. He's a senior offensive lineman, defensive lineman, number 64. Luke LaChance actually went to Pacific Lutheran University with his mom. Oh, look at this. Nice throw from Tagle, and that's Trey Mayfield with the catch. And Tyler, when I was asking you what we might want to see more of, Trey Mayfield isn't dropping anything. That's his third catch tonight.
Oh, the quarterback just stepped up and threw a dime. They're running those deep slants, kind of sharp posts there. It's working. Middle of the field's open. Reminds me of playing against the Seahawks. Usually the middle of the field's open every once in a while, right?
Trey Mayfield looking like a little JSN right
yes,
there.
There
Jackson
it is.
Smith and Jigba. First down and 10. Kentwood moving the ball.
There it is again.
Another pass and another completion. And that's my boy, Rocco Maselli, with the first down. And here comes the Conkers.
It looks like Coach Davison kind of figured out the riddle here, Chris.
Yes, he has. Down 10-0. Kentwood fans, the students on their feet, firing up. It's a cold, chilly night in beautiful Kent, Washington, but the Conkers are hoping they can heat things up here by getting in the end zone. First down and 10. Looks like somebody's going to take a timeout. And that will be a timeout Tahoma. So the Bears want to talk things over, and maybe a good time for a timeout for them because Tagles came out and he's been firing some bullets. Couple to Rocco, couple to Trey Mayfield, and they're doing some damage right now.
He looks like a butcher. He's carving in there, Chris. He's carving away.
Tagle going to work. And there you see this coaching staff for Kentwood, led by Quincy Davison Jr. You know, Tyler, don't feel old, and I love Quincy. He's doing a great job, but earlier today when I spotted him on the field, he came up to me and goes, "Oh, my God, I've been watching you since I was a kid." I felt a little old at that moment there, but I gave Quincy a big hug, and I said, "Thank you." I remember covering him. He played for Kentwood back in 2012, went on to do great things. He is all about the students, not only making them great on the field, but making them great in the classroom and when they get out of high school. So just congrats to him and what he's been doing with this Kentwood staff.
It's got to be fun highlighting all these people making a difference in their community, Chris.
It really is. All right.
Pops it outside.
Darian Williams. And Williams is in the end zone. Touchdown, Darian Williams.
Running back by committee, Chris.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of...
We've been mentioning that tonight, and not a bad play call because we saw a whole lot of Rocco. We saw a whole lot of Trey on that drive. They went back to the ground game, and it worked. Great job there by the Kentwood coaching staff.
Yeah, it's a really good drive for them. Get the momentum back. Homecoming night, anything could happen.
So Darian Williams gets Kentwood on the board. Junior running back. Give some credit on that drive to Brandon Tagle, Trey Mayfield, Rocco Maselli also had some big plays to get Kentwood down in the red zone. Kick is up, and the kick is good, and Tyler Freed with 2:27 to play here in the second quarter. That student section is not sitting down here at French Field. They're fired up. They got their hunting gear on. It's camo night tonight in Covington and Kent, wherever you may be. I don't know if it's deer season or elk season, but they got their camo on tonight.
Well, I think they're hoping it's bear season right now, Chris. This is a big night, big matchup.
Well, if you're going to go hunting bears, you better bring what you got because it's going to be a battle tonight. And you know what? I got to give a shout-out. Todd Mellis, our good friend, he's sat in your spot for many of these games. He covers high school sports across the great state of Washington. I threw a couple games at Todd. I said, "Which one, Todd?" He said, "I like that Tahoma-Kentwood game. I think it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to come down to a fourth quarter." And so far, it's living up to the hype right now, 10-7.
Todd, spot on. We got a ball game here.
Tahoma Bears in their whites, blue helmets. Kentwood Cox, black pants, black tops, silver helmets. Had to be fun putting on the all black back in the day.
Yeah, the all black games were the best.
A little back in black, AC/DC.
Yeah, we pumped that in the locker room, Chris. Kind of struggling with the kicks a little bit here.
I'm a little surprised.
What's going on?
Both sides have not put together a great kick. I don't know if that's by design. Conditions a little wet down there on the field, but French Field's been looking gorgeous tonight. Built in 1982, and great little venue for high school football.
Yeah, I believe they redid the field about 4 or 5 years ago. It's looking a lot better than when we played.
Yeah. Sometimes it'd be a hard shot for Big Game Louie, but sometimes if people don't want to pay the $8 admission, they'll sit up on the hillside and watch for free from their cars. And, hey, they could be watching tonight on King 5 Plus from their cars. You could just download the app and watch for free, no charge here. And there they are. Look at Big Game Louie. Look at this. Yep, there they are. Hey, go ahead and flash your lights if you're watching King 5 Plus. I thought I saw somebody flash their lights.
I think the Jeep did. It's called that Hillbilly Hill, free admission.
Is that what it's called up there?
I don't know if it's stuck, but that's what we called it.
Okay. They had one at Cheney Stadium in Tacoma, Tightwad Hill in right field, where some of the folks that didn't want to pay admission would go. And sometimes I will say this, you'll get some parents that can't control themselves in the stands, so sometimes it's better that they do sit away from everybody.
A little safer. Hey, we finally saw a good kickoff there.
We do, and we've got a decent return. All right. So
fake the reverse.
Yeah, fake reverse. Let's see what Tahoma does. They've got 2 minutes and a little change to play with here. Up 10-7. Tahoma has used a lot of Johnny Gross.
Yeah.
Brady Bonnell, the quarterback, with an 83-yard run. to lead off the second quarter. Kentwood's defense has looked good on the last drive. Tyler Freed, Chris Egan, the Phillips Law Firm big game of the week. Phillips Law Firm unleashing justice for you. Can't thank them enough for sponsoring King 5, which has been sponsoring high school sports for 75 years. Only one station in the greater Seattle area still devoted to bringing you high school football. Yes, we're all over the Mariners, the Seahawks, the Kraken, the Sounders, the Reign, Husky football, Wazoo football, but we don't stop there. We bring you high school football as well every Friday night. Paul Sildy, Ariel Orsuto.
Chris, we touched on memory lane. Can you remember the first high school game you covered?
Wow. That is a great question, actually. And I used it when, I'll tell you here, the handoff to Gross. Gross picks up a couple more yards. So the first job I had was in Klamath Falls, Oregon, KOTI TV. So we covered high school football there. So that would have been the KU Pelicans, the Mazama Vikings, Chiloquin, Bonanza, a couple of the schools we covered. Then I moved over to Medford, Oregon.
Okay.
And covered some powerhouses over there. South Medford, the North Medford Black Tornado, Ashland Grizzlies. Handoff to Gross. Nope, fake. Little trickery here from the Bears. One of my favorite live shots of all time, the Roseburg Indians back in the day were one of the powerhouses in Oregon. They had one of the biggest offensive lines in the state. Half of them going to Oregon State, half of them going to Oregon. Thurman Bell, legendary coach, we did a live shot. And I said, Coach, I want to showcase your offensive line in a live shot. I want you to bring these big boys out. And he pulls a trick on everybody and brings out the C-team offensive lineman. He goes, I don't know what everybody's talking about, Chris. These aren't big guys at all. And they were like 5 guys that were like 140 pounds. It was some fun times down there in Southern Oregon. Then went to Boise, covered some high school football there. And then 25 years down in the great state of Washington, we've been all over the state. And we've seen some fun ones, Tyler. From Hoquiam and Aberdeen, that rivalry.
Yeah.
Gig Harbor, Peninsula, the Fishbowl. Kentwood, we've had some incredible moments here over the years. You name it, we've been there. Skylines had quite a run. They're getting through some turmoil this week.
Sounds like that all got figured out.
Got figured out.
Yeah.
Good to see Coach Puller. They were one of our big games of the week 3 weeks ago against Issaquah. Cason Williams on that staff. Gino Simone. The Puyallup Vikings, obviously I went there. They're a team that won a state title back in the day. Right now, Tyler, I will say this. They look like arguably the best team in the state of Washington right now. They are playing some great football. They are loaded, and they're going to be a tough out in the 4A. They will get a big test next week in that battle for the SPSL title.
Okay.
They're going to be the North champs. They're going to take on the South champs, which would be Graham Kapowson, the team we featured week 1 in the big game. They're undefeated. They took out O'Day. They're a very good team. So that's next week. We'll get to see a little battle, GK versus Puyallup. Lake Stevens, we featured them twice in the big game. They're undefeated in the 4A ranks. So it's going to be a fun playoff run.
GK's kind of had a good run the last 4 or 5 years, right?
Phenomenal.
Heck of a program.
And I'll say this. It starts in these youth programs. If you get good youth programs, it usually leads to good things for the high school program. I know there's a lot of people listening to this now, Chris. So there's a lot of transfers. I understand there's a lot of transferring going around the state. But if you can get a solid youth program, it usually leads to good things for the high school program.
Yeah, Tahoma Bears have a great youth football program. Oh, hit him right in the numbers. Dropped it.
Brady Bonnell. That was a laser.
That was.
He's throwing a good ball. He's looked the part tonight. And that's got to be not easy playing. Your dad was a phenomenal quarterback, but sounds like Dad has done a good job just getting him to the right spot and not putting too much pressure on him.
Yeah, he's got that quick Bonnell release. All right, big third down here. We got about third and 9.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9. You are correct. 1:07 to go. Ball on the 49. Second quarter. Tahoma leads 10-7. Brady Bonnell. He throws and in and out of the hands of Waylon Abercrombie and Fitch. Another good throw. And it's wet conditions. It's easy for me to be here in the warm booth and say
with dry hands.
With dry hands saying he should have got that one. But and this is where Brady's just got to go to the sidelines and just say, it's okay.
Yep.
Don't get frustrated. Had a couple nice throws, a couple drops there. Just got to flush. You got to move on.
And he's a sophomore. He's showing really good composure. All right, Kentwood did what they needed to do. Let's see if they can make something happen the last minute here.
Yeah, let's see if Quincy Davison tries to put some more points on the board here. Uh-oh. Lost the ball, got it back. A little danger there. And
that's just field awareness. Yeah.
That was Trey Mayfield, Mr. Sure Hands as a wide receiver, but the punt's a little different story.
Yeah, it came off the boot a little different there. All right, 53 seconds left.
Who knows one of these days, Tyler, the big game of the week may be a pickleball battle. I mean, the way that sport continues to boom.
That would be fun.
I don't think football's going anywhere, but it would be nice to see the WIAA make it. I'm just throwing it out there. You got slow pitch softball. Why not pickleball? Come on.
You got my vote, Chris.
Come on.
Steps back.
Tagle throws.
Got to get out of bounds.
Now, Kentwood does have a couple timeouts to burn here.
They did. Okay.
And Quincy's going to take one. And that's a conk first down. Oh, man, if I would have had one of those sirens back in my days, I would have been all playing that thing all night long. Kids have too much fun nowadays with all those
It's the
toys.
best. It is the best. All right, so they got about 80 yards to go, Chris.
Okay.
45 seconds.
Did your dad and mom then grow up in the Covington area? Is that
your
roots are deep here?
Yeah, my dad Ken went to Kent Ridge, and my mom, and I think he was 75, 76 on the golf team there.
Kent Ridge High. For a while there, it was just Kent Ridge and Kent Meridian. Then I think it was Kentwood came next, and then obviously Tahoma came in, and then Kent Lake came as well. I remember, at least in my days at Puyallup High, we battled Kentwood and Kent Meridian quite a bit. Tagle, he's going to throw. Little high, was looking for Mayfield. It's going to stop the clock. 38 seconds to play.
Looks like we got a holding call here. Let's see which way it goes.
How things have changed. Big game weather. We started with temperatures in the 80s, and looking at our head official tonight, he's dressed to go skiing tonight at Snoqualmie Pass.
He's got his gator mask on.
Gator mask on, ski gloves on. Felt like it was just a month ago we had our polos and shorts on. Different story tonight. Everybody getting ready for that atmospheric river that the weather folks keep talking about. Seems nice tonight for me right now.
Yeah, I'm cool, comfortable temperature in here, Chris.
What about a river? It's kind of dry right now. I like this. Our big game crew has set us up tonight to succeed. Just a great little area. All right. 38 seconds to go. Kentwood's going to play it safe here. And that's Williams on the carry. Williams is the one who had the touchdown for Kentwood. As we've mentioned, they're using 4 backs tonight. Mixing them up, keeping them. It's going to be another timeout. So Kentwood's going to use their final timeout. Chris Egan, Tyler Freed. Big game of the week. Coming to you from French Field. The heart of Kent. Would you call this the heart of Kent?
Yeah, I mean, you're at the top of the hill. You know, Kent's got the valley, the East Hill. We're right there.
All roads lead through Kent Kangley?
Yes, exactly. And cars don't travel fast on Kent Kangley. All right, let's see if they get a shot here. Maybe they get a penalty or something.
There's our boy Jackson right there, headset on.
Yeah, jumping in with the...
Look at that, he's firing them up.
He's talking
Former Kentwood Conk, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he played linebacker at Central. Great athlete. All right, let's see if they run the wheel route here, Chris. Look to the far side.
All right. Second down to 7, 24 seconds to play. Second quarter. Kentwood down 3. And Tyler Freed calls it. How about that? You know your conks, my friend. Look at this. Darian Williams is having himself a night.
Did it get out of bounds, Chris?
Darian Williams says enough about Johnny Gross, Chris Egan. How about me? Yeah, I heard Mama out there say, let's go, D.
Oh, the yak there, yards after catch. What a play. All right, must have got out.
All right, Darian getting some love from the parent section. Student section has not sat down yet. So 11 seconds. Clock did stop. First down.
Trips left.
Let's see if Tagle, let's see his arm. He's going to have to let it fly. And Tagle is going to keep it. Tagle! And he's going to get down. Smart move. 1 second was on the clock. He knew he couldn't reach the end zone. So
they got to spike it. That might be.
I don't think they have any timeouts left. Jeff, they got time to get a playoff here? I don't think they do either. It's going to be interesting to see how the officials call this one. 1 second is what we're seeing on the clock. He got down. And that could be the half, Tyler.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Some
Great
good
effort,
progress
though.
there, yeah. Quite the scramble.
Okay, so let's recap real quickly for you. Johnny Gross putting on a show in the first quarter for Tahoma. Gives the Bears a 7-0 lead. Start the second quarter, it's Brady Bunnell with an 83-yard run. Tahoma ended up getting a field goal. They take a 10-0 lead. And then it was Tagle finding Trey Manfield, finding Rocco Maselli, and it was Darian Williams who ended up running it in. And they get a touchdown to make it a 10-7 game. So that's where we are at the half. It's 10-7. It's homecoming. We've got the Kentwood dance team coming up at the half. We've got some homecoming fun coming up the half. And Tyler Freed, you're welcome to stay with me for the second. I'm loving you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying every second of it.
So Tyler Freed's going to be back for the second half. I'll be back for the second half. We're going to grab a quick break. Coming up, the Kentwood dance team and then the homecoming festivities. And then we'll be back for what should be an exciting second half of football. You're watching the King 5 Big Game of the Week coming to you live on King 5 Plus.
The Big Game is sponsored by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you.
Dazzlers are joined by the Meridian Matson Diamond Dance Team and Kentwood Dazzlers alumni. The Dazzlers would like to welcome back Pirna Asatuno, class of 2025. Regan Bissell, class of 2025. Kaya White, class of 2025. Aubrey Stodgel, class of 2025. Elijah Mickey, class of 2024. Megan Henry, class of 2023. Cassie Gadler, class of 2022. McKenna Duncan, class of 2019. Chloe Henry, class of 2019. Catherine Baloo, class of 2013. Danielle Hansen, class of 2012. Aaron Burr, class of 2004. Kendra Gilbert, class of 2004. Brianne Lintz, class of 2003. And Beth Stodgel, class of 2002. Dancers, your music is on.
God knows. Reincarnated, I'm a stargazer. Life goes on, honey, all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on that on my seat. I keep ownership, the blueprint is by me. Just to get off, I get off at my feet. Squabble up. Hold up, where you from? I'm finna go down, sideways, rockstar, fever, I'm on one. Baby, rockin' it, who you pro, what you know, cause I'm watching it. Work on the floor, let me know if you clockin' it. Really won't go, but I know that he poppin' it. It was worth tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down, don't need some whole other politics. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
All right, thank you, Dazzlers. Give it up one more time for the Dazzlers.
Before we meet tonight's homecoming court, let's thank our community drivers for helping make tonight's special. We appreciate your support and your wheels.
it now. Welcome back, everybody. The King 5 big game of the week coming to you tonight from French Field. It is homecoming week for the Kentwood Conquerors, so you're seeing some halftime festivities, always fun. The royalty being driven out in cars. 6 to 7 homecoming cars on the field tonight. And it is going to be a fun night tonight here at French Field. It's been a great game so far. Tahoma Bears lead it 10-7 at the half. It has been a great ball game. This is the battle for second place in the NPSL North Division, NPSL. Stadium also in the hunt as well. Stadium will take on Tahoma next week. Homecoming night tonight, homecoming royalty. The red carpet is out. We just saw the dance team. Always a fun night for the kids. Tyler Freed will join me for the second half as we continue to watch a little homecoming fun here from French Field. Once again, the King 5 big game brought to you by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you. Tahoma Bears lead the Kentwood Conquerors 10-7. And I think that's our first homecoming royalty coming on the field in a Tesla that I've seen over the last 25 years. But there you go. And congratulations to all the homecoming court here for Kentwood. And we'll be back with the second half when we return.
Here it comes.
Let's hear it for Jake Ryan.
Next up, Ethan Heidel. Ethan says he's thankful to Jesus for guidance and to his parents for constant support. His favorite part of Kentwood is being part of the football team and learning lessons about teamwork and character. Escorted tonight by Misty Roberts. Make some noise for Ethan.
All right, our first senior princess is Daisy Marcial. She's made lifelong friends. Her parents inspire her to believe with God, anything is possible.
She loves hiking, traveling, and time with family and friends. Escorted tonight by her parents. Give it up for Daisy Marcial.
And finally, your last senior princess, Cal Lee. Cal says her parents are her biggest inspirations, her dad for his wisdom, and her mom for her strength. She describes herself as bubbly, determined, and very pink. Her favorite thing about Kentwood is theater, where she starred in Pippin, Legally Blonde, and Chicago. Cal is escorted tonight by her boyfriend, Caden. Let's make some noise for Cal Lee.
And now, Conf Nation, the moment we've all been waiting for.
It's time to crown your 2025 Kentwood Homecoming King and Queen.
And the winners are Ethan Hyde. Congratulations to our entire court. You represent leadership, kindness, and what it means to be a true Conf.
Thank you to our students, staff, alumni, and community for making tonight unforgettable.
And let's hear it one more time for our amazing football team. Let's finish strong.
It's great to be alive.
It's great to be a Conf.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the King 5 Big Game. Chris Egan here on King 5 Plus. We are live from French Field tonight, and what a game we've had so far. Tahoma Bears lead it as we speak, 10-7. It's homecoming night tonight for the Kentwood Conquerors. Joining us, a member of Kentwood's first state championship team, Tyler Freed, joins us. Tyler, break down the stats for the first half for us real quick.
Yeah, we got quite the running battle. Tahoma has 161 yards rushing, and Kentwood's rushing at 152 yards in the first half. We'll see if that continues. Kentwood opened it up in the air and had some good things towards the end of the half.
Kentwood moving the rock a little bit there at the end of the second quarter. They get a touchdown. It's a ball game here. It's going to be a battle. Two of the top teams from the NPSL, the Bears from Tahoma, the Conquerors from Kentwood. It's going to be a great second half, and it's coming up. We'll bring you the second half, coming to you only on King 5 TV, King 5 Plus, second half when we return. Welcome back, everybody. The King 5 Big Game of the Week. Coming to you tonight from Frenchfield, the Tahoma Bears in their road whites, blue helmets, taking on the Kentwood Conquerors. Black tops, black bottoms, silver helmets. Chris Egan in the booth alongside Tyler Freed, former Kentwood star. Went to Washington State University. Ooh, nearly. And now one of the top realtors in the great state of Washington is joining us tonight in the booth. Tyler's going to break down the stats. I also want to give a big shout-out. I mentioned the Big Game staff here at French Field, but we got Big Game Olivia back in the King 5 studios producing this from her desk and just doing a great job tonight. Rolling with the punches tonight. You see that, Tyler, how the TV works? You know, we're some outside, we're inside, we're all over the place. We got... You know, it's fun.
It's quite the operation. You guys are crushing it out here. Quite the first half. A lot of yards on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, break down the stats. We got Big Game Jeff, who's new. we're gonna have to bring Jeff with us to every game now. I know he's strictly for Kentwood, but we don't usually get stats like this.
No, it's awesome. Jeff's firing them out. Pretty even, other than Tahoma's quarterback. Brady Bonnell had a big 83-yard run in the first half, but they finished with 161 rushing yards. And Kentwood just behind, 152 rushing yards. We're kind of amazed by number 27 right now on the Tahoma Bears. 11 first-half tackles, 3 for a loss. That's pretty impressive.
Youssef has been all over the field tonight. And Coach mentioned him before the game, saying this is a guy that you got to keep an eye on, and we've seen him make some huge tackles tonight. Now, to set the scene for you, if you're just jumping on King 5 Plus, you're just catching the second half, maybe you're watching that World Series game, the Blue Jays dominating Game 1, and you're like, this game's over, so now let's watch some more sports. And here you are, you're on King 5 Plus watching some high school football. And it's to set the scene for you, Kentwood 4-1 in league play, Tahoma 4-1 in league play. Right now, if you go by the RPI standings, brought to you by the WIAA, Kentwood number 21 in the state, Tahoma number 23 in the state. And these RPI ratings are very big for these teams because when you get into playoffs, that's where you get seeded and you get moved, and you want to steer clear from teams like Puyallup in the first round. You don't want to face GK or Sumner in the first round. You want the higher seeds that help your draw. So this is a big game tonight to grab that number 2 seed out of the NPSL. Quincy Davison, head coach for Kentwood, his first year as the head coach, doing a great job. 5-2 overall. And then you talk about Tahoma's head coach, Zach Myers. He's been head coach there since 2022. Grew up in Puyallup, moved to the Chateau on the Plateau, went to Skyline High after Puyallup, coached at Skyline, coached at Eastlake, and now at Tahoma has done a great job there. Biggest school in the state of Washington, according to my good friend Doug Dillon, who leads the booster club there with the cross-country team. 5 state championships for that cross-country team at Tahoma, one of the best in the business. And Doug knows his stuff. When he says there's 3,000, I believe Doug. And you know what he also told me, Tyler Freed?
What'd he say?
He said Tahoma High, now in their 100th year.
Ooh,
I didn't know that either. So I'm getting a lot of data tonight from a lot of people. We do have a final to report from the World Series. Toronto Blue Jays 11, Dodgers 4. I don't know where to go on this. My wife asked me earlier today, who are you rooting for in this series? And I was like kind of torn. I'm rooting for Blake Snell, Shorewood kid.
Yeah.
He grew up in the Shoreline area. His dad is a baseball coach for Shoreline Community College, but he got lit up a little bit by the Jays today, I believe. And do I want the team that just beat the Mariners to win the Worlds? I don't know if I do, and I don't know if I want to root for the Dodgers either. So I don't know what to do.
I think we're all torn in Seattle right now.
Yeah, I'm rooting for high school football, I guess.
Talking about high school football, we're about to start the second half. We got a good stat from Jeff about the Conks being kind of a second half football team. Came back down 38-8 the first half against Auburn last week and came back and won. What was that final score? 50-44.
Uh-oh. The ball is loose, and Tahoma thinks they've got it. And let's see. There's a pole in the way. It's blocking my view. Just the wrong place for that pole. And have you got a signal yet, Tyler?
No.
From anybody down there?
Nothing yet.
It looks like they're pointing Kentwood ball?
Yeah. That was a close one there.
Okay, it's going to be Kentwood ball. Now, I think all the kids do that. They start pointing, that's just, you're taught to do that. Trying to mess up the broadcasters in the booth. But here we go. Umbrellas I see are popping out on the sidelines, so that means maybe that atmospheric river is making its way to the heart of Kent, French Field, built in 1982. A lot of great games on this field, a lot of great teams over the years. Kentwood, state champions in 2001, 2002. Coach Ingalls, Rex Norris leading some great teams. Michael Bush, former Coug, was the coach here for Kentwood for several years. Now Quincy Davison taking over the reins. Kentwood, Ernie Conwell, Mike Carney, Demetrius Bronson, just some of the big names that have come at this school. We even mentioned Carl Bunnell. Handoff there. Look at old Ezra shaking, baking, and making his way down French Field.
Rumbling and stumbling, Chris.
First down there for big old E.
Hope he's a little slow to get
okay. Ezra's been running hard now, and he is limping a little bit off the field. You hate to see that right now because he has been a workhorse for this team. He's had some strong, big carries, but, oh, boy, you don't like to see that this late in the season. This young man has had a great year for Kentwood. Homecoming night tonight.
We just saw 55 Ethan get crowned homecoming king for Kentwood Conks. Pretty fun to have your jersey on and win that.
Ethan Heidel, homecoming king. I remember when I was runner-up. It's a tough day at Puyallup High School. Nathan Hedman got the homecoming king, and I was the prince, whatever that was. But it's like getting a second-place medal. Yeah. I think I threw away my crown in the parking lot. I was so upset. All right, second down, and not much going there. A little more concerned, hoping that Ezra's okay. I'm looking at him on the sidelines right now. He is walking on his own. Seems okay. But still limping around. He's got a Gatorade bottle in his hand. We're taking a look at him. All right. Second down and 12.
Got Marquise Jones back in. He had a couple huge runs.
Yes, he did.
On that first scoring drive.
And that's the thing. We've talked about this, Tyler. They've got a lot of weapons in that backfield for Kentwood. Tagle is going to keep it. And he may have bought himself a couple more yards. Dangerous play there. He's going to be a couple yards short of the first down.
I think the fans want a late hit there, Chris, but looked pretty clean from up top here.
And that could have actually been Marquise Jones on that. Jeff, was that Jones or Tagle on that carry?
6.
That was 6. Okay, so that was Tagle. I was correct. All right, 3rd down and 4. Kentwood, down 3. 9:44 to go. Tyler Freed, Chris Egan, King 5, big game of the week. Handoff is Jones, and Jones is fighting for yards. And that's going to, I think he's going to be about a yard short, Tyler, from my spot.
Yeah, didn't really run north and south there. Just kind of went a little east and west, unfortunately.
All right, it's decision time for Quincy Davison. You're down 3. I think you just run the rock straight ahead right here.
Yeah, a little goal line.
This is where the boys from Covington, this got to dig deep. This is where the weight room, the squats in the summertime are going to pay off right here.
Big boys lined up there to the right.
This is where you hit the gym and you go power forward. And
does it.
Darian Williams. I was a little nervous when he took it to the outside there, Tyler, but he found a way.
Yeah. He slithered through.
Little nervous, yeah. Darian Williams, he had the touchdown for Kentwood, and he also picks up a huge first down there. And that allows the student section to fire the first down laser gun. And they have still not sat in that Kentwood student section tonight. They've been on their feet all night long. The homecoming court now coming up. They got their prom dresses on, camouflage, combination. Big night tonight for the Kentwood Cogs. I'm sure the dance is tomorrow. Usually they're the next day, right?
Yep. Big homecoming dance tomorrow. Gets pressure.
Tagle looking, throwing. Oh, Tagle!
What a pass.
That was a great throw to Rocco Maselli. And I'm telling you what right there, Tyler, I'm going to brag him up. Big game Louis was tight on that football. You're going to sometimes pay for these little places where you can watch football games and they're going to give you that robot camera from 80 feet away. You're not going to get tight spiral shots like that one. Big game Louis. That was gorgeous. Tagle to Rocco Maselli. And how about this? Kentwood in the red zone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the flag was for there, Chris.
Maybe a flag on just two. The camera work was too good.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah. Could have been. Cinematic masterpiece there.
Yep. Camera work too good. 5 yards against Tahoma.
Yeah, it looked like you kind of suplexed him there on that tackle, Chris. Half the distance to the goal. Looks like they're on the 3.
Okay. Here comes Kentwood with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Tagle looking to the sidelines. They may take a timeout here.
Oh, they're going to burn one.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around, and the coaching staff's not happy at all. Davison says, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. Missed something there, but, yeah, you don't want to burn one this early, but you also don't want to mess around in the red zone.
Yep. They need points right now.
Good look there at Trey Mayfield. He's had a great game tonight. Darian Williams.
Pumping up the crowd with a little Gangnam Style, Chris.
Yeah, they are getting crazy here tonight at Frenchfield. It's just fun. It makes you, I'm looking down. Kids are having fun. Parents are having fun. This is what it's about. Community spirit. We hear a lot of negativity on the news, but there's a lot of positive things going on in our communities too. So, hey, I ask everybody, go out and support your local high school. Support these kids. Support the parents. Get on out there and enjoy. Look at that crowd. Great crowd tonight at Frenchfield. All right. Tahoma Bears lead at 10-7, 8:47 to go. Third quarter play. Kentwood with their first chance to take their first lead of the night. First down and goal on the 3-yard line. Tagle under center. Tagle takes it, hands it off. Williams is in. Darian Williams.
Second time tonight.
Yeah, second touchdown for DW. put a little DW on that football and go on in there for the end zone, and that's what he does there. Touchdown, Kentwood, and they take their first lead of the night, and they're dancing in the stands. They're feeling it right now. I'd say the student section's up, but they haven't sat down all night long.
They are loving this right now. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to adjust and.
66, get on the field. Love that hustle right there.
Yeah, quite the shuttle run time I bet he's got there.
You got to get. That was big old Seth running out there. Good speed from Seth. All right. Give themselves a 4-point lead if they can knock in the extra point. Is that Rocco kicking too? Oh, the kick was low and it was blocked.
Mishandled the snap. Looked like laces weren't out there, Chris.
Now, Rocco does it all.
Yeah, he was punting earlier too, right?
Yeah. Nice play, though. You know, we're going to talk about the Darian Williams touchdown, but it was Tagle to Rocco Maselli, which set that up right there.
Stepped right up in the pocket and threw a dime to him.
So with 8:43 to go, taking a live look at the Kentwood cheer staff here. King 5 big game of the week. They've won a few state titles over the years. One of the best around. Kentwood now leads it 13-10. 2 5-2 teams. I was told this game could come down to the final possession, and it's looking like that right now, Tyler Freed.
Chris, I think Doug called it. We got a ball game here.
This is a great one. Tyler Freed, former Kentwood star, was on the first state championship team back in 2001. Kentwood won it the next year. Back-to-back state titles, not easy to do at all. Here comes Tahoma. Ooh!
What a hit.
And that was a licking.
That pumps up the sidelines there, Chris.
That was a licking. And I didn't catch the number of that freight train coming. That was number 22. And that's why I played tennis. I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I played tennis. Tennis and basketball.
Don't see that on the tennis court a lot, Chris.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I'd take a shot like that. I'm out of school for 2 weeks. I'm out for 2 weeks.
He's going to feel that one in the morning, Chris.
Let alone I'm not going to homecoming tomorrow. I mean, I got to get out there and do my kid and play kick step. If I get hit like that, I'm done. And Kentwood is making a statement here at French Field. Up 13-10. Let's see if. Oh, fumble, and Kentwood has it. And Kentwood has it. And how things have changed. Chance Savini picks up the fumble. And Johnny Gross has not made many mistakes tonight, but
No.
that's probably his first. Lost the ball in the handoff there, and Chance, by chance, was there to pick it up, and Kentwood all of a sudden, here they go. The Kentwood band is fired up. The student section's fired up. They've got the ball back, and they've got a little thing called momentum now on their side.
Yeah, the coach is probably going over the 5 points of pressure on the football with Gross right now. That was unfortunate timing. Let's see how Kentwood does on this drive here, Chris.
Fake handoff.
Oh,
Tagle
a little
keeps
naked
it.
boot.
Look at Tagle. Naked boot picks him up. Probably about 8 to 9 yards on that from Tagle.
Might have been a holding call on 79. I don't know if that was a pancake or what. Let's see what they call here.
Going to wait for the officials. They've been busy tonight.
Holding.
Going to be holding on Kentwood.
Yeah, I like the play call, though. Mixing it up a little bit. Oh, it was a low block?
Looks like a low block on Kentwood. I do like the play call. And Tyler Freed, you're all over this tonight. You've been calling them ahead. Are you in the headset of the offensive coordinator tonight?
Just me and you on this headset, Chris.
Okay, all right.
And the team.
I was just starting to wonder. You know, we had all this stuff going on with the NBA. I just want to make sure. You're not calling the plays tonight as well, because you've been ahead of the game tonight. It's awesome to have you here. Appreciate you. Tyler Freed, one of the best in the business. He took home the Mr. Pickle Award this week for that's usually the best pickleball player in the 253 area, and he won that award easily with his play. All right, 1st and 25. Togle's got time. Scrambling, throwing, hooking up with Darian Williams. And look at Williams go. Good little play call there to pick up some yards.
Yeah. Made something out of nothing there. That was great.
So to set the scene for you here, Kentwood opens up the second half. Togle, great throw to Rocco Maselli. And then it was Darian Williams with his second touchdown of the night. The extra point was blocked, so that's why it's 13-10. Johnny Gross, who had a monster first half, fumbles it on Tahoma's first drive of the second half. And that's where we're at. Kentwood recovers, and they're going to work. Togle under pressure, escapes one tackle. He's going to keep it. He's going to pick up some yards and ran out of bounds. Going to be about 4 yards short of the first down.
He's got good vision, Chris, and he's quick. I like that. Coach is letting him scramble a little bit.
Yeah, these two quarterbacks, we were told it's going to be a battle between two great quarterbacks, and they definitely have put on a show tonight. Benel Togle, 13-10, big game. Brought to you by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you. Is living up to the hype tonight. 3rd down and 5. 7:20. Kentwood going from right to left on your screen. Handoff. Jones coming out of there like a cannon. Just shot out of a cannon on that one.
What
Jones.
a run. Huge first down for the Conks there.
And I have been very impressed, and this is one I'm going to tell all the parents listening. Ezra, a phenomenal player, phenomenal running back for Kentwood. Then you got Darian Williams and Marquise Jones. These are your backups. We live in this world where so many parents, if your kid's not a starter, I better transfer, I better go there, I better complain about that. How about just get it when you get your chance, make something happen, and that's what Darian Williams and Marquise Jones are doing tonight. It's been fun to watch these two. And there's the handoff to Jones. Jones trying to follow, and it's going to take about 3 Bears to bring him down. Because you just never know when you're going to get that opportunity. And these two kids have got some carries tonight, and they've made the most of them.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe with going down and Tom Brady getting in, right?
Things can change pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All right.
6 minutes left in the third. Kentwood's in the red zone.
Back in the red zone, 2nd down and 10. 2nd and goal. Togle looks, fires, touchdown. Trey Mayfield. And Togle just calm and cool in the pocket, no panic.
He's stepping up. I love that they opened up the playbook a little bit. Jeff called it. The Conks are a second-half team, it looks like, Chris.
Well, and that's the story we're getting on Kentwood, is that last week they trailed the Auburn Trojans 38-8 with only a couple minutes to go in the second quarter. They came back and beat the Trojans 50-44 after trailing 38-8. That says a lot not only about these kids, but the coaching staff, Quincy Davison's, what they put in these kids' mind, because it's easy in sports to get down on yourself. Things are going well. I mean, heck, you're down 30 points in a high school football game. It would have been easy to shut things down. Right. And they come back and get a big win there. They're down in this game 10-0. 20 unanswered points right now for the Kentwood Conks.
The beauty of sports, right, Chris? It's teaching these kids how to be challenged and how to respond.
It really has. So with 5:59 to go, the rains are coming back. I wouldn't call it an atmospheric river. I just call it rain. But I'm not a weatherman. But, I mean, there's a great shot from Louis there. I mean, I don't know. It's rain. I've been here for 52 years. We get it once in a while here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know when the river came about. I don't know when we started naming it a river.
You hear it a lot more, don't you?
Yeah, it's just like, what's a big term we could use to really fire things up?
Rain's boring. Let's call it something
else. Rain is boring. let's go with atmospheric river. That will throw them off. All right, 20-10, 5:57 to go. And what perplexes me as somebody that's grown up here, lived here for 52 years, is the rain is not new. We're used to it, and yet when it rains, people have trouble driving, which I just don't understand that as well. But too many Dodgers fans moving north? Is that what it is?
Could be.
Those L.A. Dodgers fans, they don't know how to handle the slick roads, maybe.
Or the Blue Jays, apparently.
Or the Blue Jays. That is true. Shots fired across the bow. All right, 20-10, 5:53 to go here. Tahoma needs to get things rolling. They started strong. Bunnell's going to keep this one. And oh my.
Oh, there goes the yard marker.
A lot happening over there.
Yeah, help him up.
He'll be feeling that in the morning. And I think this is what has to happen. Brady Bunnell has got to get this team under center. We're good. We're down 10. No big deal. A lot of football to be played right here.
Well, we've seen it work in the whole game so far is when the quarterbacks are using their legs. It's making a big difference for long runs.
All right, 2nd down and 14. Not much going there on 1st down for the Bears. Bunnell in the shotgun. Handoff. Ethan Tanner. And not much there for Ethan Tanner.
Yeah, they're working that motion across to get the defense out of alignment, but it's not working.
And I believe that was our homecoming king.
On the tackle there.
Ethan Heidel. You crown him, and then he comes out. Some coaches get worried about having their kids come out for the homecoming halftime festivities, but Ethan didn't seem fazed by that. Oh, little Hell's Bells being played in the distance there. That has the student section on their feet. 3rd down and 14. Bunnell rolls to the right. He throws.
Pick that.
Intercepted by Trey Mayfield.
Oh, with the block.
And Mayday Mayfield with another big play. But there's flags all over the field.
Looking like the punter did a little late block there.
Yeah.
Big number 2. Got to keep your head on a swivel. Oh, Coach Huerta is pumping up his team down there on the sidelines. I like to see it. Another big turnover. That's 2 for the second half.
That is, and they're pointing to their heads. Be smart here.
Yeah.
Got the interception. Just be smart. I'll tell you, I think some of these coaches are getting in the weight room as well with the kids.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I wouldn't play a coach's game against this team. The big boys down there.
You don't want to try and do your max bench press rep in front of that coach there.
No.
He'll rep it for you.
All right, well.
What do we got here?
Interesting turn of events here from French Field. It was the Tahoma Bears that came out running the rock a lot with Johnny Gross. We saw Brady Bunnell do some magic with his feet with the 83-yard run. Took a 10-0 lead.
Yeah.
Tyler, and then it was Kentwood opening up the offense a little bit. We saw some passing there in the 2nd quarter. We saw the use of Trey Mayfield, Rocco Maselli, Brandon Togle. They get in the red zone. They hand it off to Darian Williams, so they get 7 points on the board. And then second half, kind of same thing. We saw Togle go to the air, hooked up with Rocco Maselli. Nice play. And then it was Williams with the touchdown. It still was Tahoma's advantage, but then the fumble.
Yeah, and then the pick.
So a couple turnovers here in the second half have hurt the Tahoma Bears. Handoff. And it's going to take about 6 to 7 Bears to bring down Marquise Jones.
He has stepped up today.
Yes, he has. And then it was Togle after the fumble, hooking up with Trey Mayfield for a touchdown. Next thing you know, it's 20-10 Kentwood.
Big first down there after that 15-yard penalty, Chris.
All right, Togle hands it off. And that's Jones. Marquise Jones. It's been the Jones-Williams show out of the backfield after Ezra had to go to the sidelines, and we hope he's doing okay. Try to get an update from our sideline reporter when we find one. We do have a camera on the field, I'll say that. That's the big game we're trying next year. We may have a sideline. Tyler, maybe you next year. At least you'll cover the Kent area schools.
There we go.
All right, handoff Jones and more flags. Things are getting a little
chippy, Chris.
A little chippy down there. This is where you got to be careful. Things can get chippy. I mean, I was a high schooler as well. I remember my now wife started dating a player on the rival high school team, and 5 seconds in the game, I set an illegal screen and had a technical foul because things get high school kids, it gets chippy.
It worked out for you, Chris.
It worked out. I ended up marrying her. I don't know what happened to him. We won the game.
16 rebounds I heard on that game.
16 rebounds against the Foss Falcons to take home the West Central District title back in 1991. Not that anybody remembers, but there you go. We'll look for that film. And who knows? The King 5 big game, we may move into the basketball world. It's been a very smooth operation this year. The King 5 digital crew's done a phenomenal job back at the base. Our engineering department has been awesome. All right, Tagle hands it off. That's Williams. Williams shaking bacon. And look at this. He does not want to go down on this night. Are you kidding me?
What a run.
Put some DW40 on that man. He is not going down tonight. Holy cow. That is just pure heart. That is pure power. I mean, he had about 800 pounds of bears on him, and he wasn't going down.
That's next level running there, Chris.
That is weight room work right there. Holy cow. Darian Williams is getting an opportunity tonight, and he is not letting this opportunity go by.
No,
wow.
Let's see what we got here. The flags are flying. Personal foul. Kentwood's getting themselves in a little bit of penalty trouble here.
Yeah, you would hate to see a nice run like that come back, because that's a possible candidate for a King 5 prep zone play of the week right there. I think he broke about 6 tackles on that play. And that's coming a long ways back.
I think that's the second 1st and 25 of this drive here, Chris.
They're going to get a lot of all-purpose yards at the end of this one if they can. Tagle. He's going to drop back, and he's going to break a tackle. Tagle throws. Oh, and a rare drop from Mayfield. And maybe it is that atmospheric river that's starting to roll down right now out of the skies that's causing some drops, causing some missed tackles.
Just slid out of there, kept his eyes downfield, made a great throw. That's unfortunate there.
Like we've said, Tyler, it's easier up here in the dry booth than down there. This second half, though, we've seen some overthrows. We've seen a fumble. We've seen some drops. We just saw a couple of the kids throw their gloves to the sidelines. That's what happens. Sometimes these gloves, very high-tech when they're dry, but when they get wet, it gets a little slippery out there.
Yeah.
All right. 2nd down and 23. Ball on the 45. Tagle going to the air. Finds Darian Williams. Williams.
That's a good play call there.
Yeah, Jacob Remfort. Nice tackle there. And I think if you're the Tahoma Bears defense right now, it's like, okay, we've missed some tackles. Let's get back to fundamentals. Let's get together and bring these guys down. Williams just dropped his gloves as well. It is getting wet out there. Kudos to the weather department. They saw this coming. Then again, it's the only job really you could do, Tyler, where you could be wrong half the time and be fine with your. All right. I don't think the weather team's going to want to hang out with me tomorrow. Tagle, he's got all day. He's going to keep it. Had some very close calls to some illegal blocks there, but nothing was.
Counted 1 or 2 in the back there, Chris.
Let's see what they – so that's going to bring up a fourth down. 4th and 9. Ball on the 31, 2:06 to play. It's been a wild third quarter here.
Yeah, just back and forth.
Back and forth, penalties, turnovers, touchdowns, lots of tagle. And this is the only thing concerning if you're Tahoma. That defense has been on the field pretty much the entire third quarter. They have not had much time to rest out there.
Yeah, and the clock. Conks have had it for almost the entire third quarter here, Chris.
There they are, the Tahoma defense. Need a stop here.
Looks like, are they going to punt?
They're up 20-10. At this point, could be a field position battle. The defense has played well for Kentwood. After that first quarter, they've only really given up that field goal.
I mean, their punter's one of the bigger guys on the team. I wouldn't be surprised to see him too.
I couldn't even become a punter on a high school team anymore. I mean, these punters are huge. I'm not saying anything about a punter. I'm just saying I couldn't even be a punter. Yeah. Let's see what they do here. They are going to punt it away. And that is going to be in the end zone. Probably not where they wanted to pin him in the corner there. So with 1:55 to play, Tyler Freed, former Kentwood conch, kids may go to Kent Lake one day, covers the Maple Valley, stone's throw away from Tahoma High. I know Ian Furness calls himself the mayor of Maple Valley, but you're the king of Covington. Would that be possibly correct? You know the area. You know the area well.
It's a good area.
We got Jeff with some stats coming in.
Nice.
Second half rushing right now, Tahoma -8, Kentwood 125. That is not.
It's a good defensive
-8
so far
for Tahoma in the second half.
Oh, good keep there.
And what's interesting about that -8 is you go back to that first quarter and we said just Johnny Gross up the middle. Johnny Gross and Kentwood couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
They've obviously made some adjustments. 2nd and 5. Tahoma going from left to right on your screen. Handoff, Gross, and there's a nice carry. And besides that one fumble, he's had a great night tonight. Has a touchdown in the first quarter. Gave the Bears a 7-0 lead. First down. Tahoma trying to get tempo. Trying to give their defense a little rest. Handoff, Gross. Gross falls his blockers. Nice run there from Gross. Cole Lutkin leading the charge there with that offensive line. Isaac Nunez, number 55. Eli Payton, 57. Tahoma, I think, is going to take a timeout and talk this thing over. Kentwood's taking a timeout. Okay. So Kentwood has used 2 timeouts. That was their 3rd timeout. So Kentwood has no more timeouts left, and we talked about this game maybe coming down to the final possession. That's not a good thing to have no timeouts left.
I think they got to figure out a way to stop this run, Chris.
Yeah, they've gone back to their bread and butter. Johnny Gross up the middle. But Kentwood also has a 2-possession lead right now, 20-10. Hey, big game, Louie. Can we get the cheerleaders right now? I love this cheer they got going here. This is what. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna let this breathe a little bit. All right, big game, Louie. We're back. They're doing the big K-Dub cheer. Firing up the student section. Homecoming night for the Conquerors. Gross following his big boys and picking up a few yards. And Kentwood does have 1 timeout remaining. Tahoma has all 3. Gross picks up 3. You think that Tahoma heard us say -8 yards rushing and then said,
they responded well after that stat.
You know what, Freed and Egan? We'll show you what positive yard.
Oh, the double pass. Someone falls down.
Wide open. Oh. Waylon Abercrombie was open, had his man beat. Great play call from Zach Byers and company. Just tough to convert into this rainy weather tonight. So that's going to bring up third down. It was Brandon Togley to Trey Mayfield, which gave Kentwood this 20-10 lead. But here comes Tahoma with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter, marching down the field. Bunnell, Gross trying to get this offense rolling, following their big blockers up front. Maddox, Province in motion. Bunnell's going to go to the air. Wide open is Johnny Gross. And I'm not quite sure why Johnny Gross would be wide open at all, because he's got about 80% of the balls tonight.
Yeah, they got to figure out a way to shift. First down, Tahoma there. That's a good play call, Chris.
Great play call from the Bears. First down and 10. Ball on the 39. Bunnell shakes one tackle. He's got some running room, and we've seen what he can do. He's got some speed, and he's got himself a first down, and here comes the Tahoma Bears. I know Tahoma has a great track program, great cross-country program, but I tell you what, they may want to recruit Brady Bunnell because he's got some speed.
He got outside there real quick. Another first down.
33 seconds to go. Third quarter. Bunnell
drops
going
back.
to the air.
Ooh.
Yep. Looks like it was tipped a little bit there. Uh-oh, we got a flag, maybe a late hit, Tyler?
Yeah, it looked like a late hit there on 68, 66.
Seth playing up front. He's had a good game for Kentwood, but that could have been a late hit.
Ooh, penalties have really hurt the Conchs in the second half, Chris. That's got to be over 50 yards of just giving up.
Yeah, a lot of penalties tonight. You're right, and Kentwood's hurt themselves on a lot of these penalties in that last drive. You know, that was field goal touchdown could have put this game out of the way. Penalties hurt them. And now, first down and 10. Ball on the 13 for Tahoma. Brady Bunnell moving the chains, looks to the sidelines. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Maddox in motion. Bunnell keeps it. And he is in there. Brady Bunnell. Have yourself a night. Have yourself a touchdown. And that was some great play calling there by the Tahoma Bears as they just all of a sudden regained a little momentum. It was not looking great for Tahoma in this third quarter. A fumble, an interception. But these kids kept their head up and went back to the basics, went back to little Johnny Gross, get into the red zone, and Brady Bunnell keeps it and scores.
Chris, I think either one of these teams need to make sure they let their QBs use their legs because both of these guys can scramble well.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with both the quarterbacks. Very calm and cool in the pocket. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 25 seconds to go here from French Field on a cold and rainy night in the heart of Kent, it's Kentwood 20, Tahoma 17. Playoff implications on the line for playoff seedings. Second seed of the NPSL on the line. Bragging rights on the line. You don't want to go into a homecoming dance with a loss. You want to be fired up. It's homecoming night. It's not packed on the Tahoma side, but it is packed over here on the home side. Not much room at the inn over here. And who knows, the drive from Maple Valley tonight, Kent Kangley Road, maybe some late arrivals.
Showing up for the fourth quarter. All right, let's see if the kickoff goes a little farther than 20 yards here, Chris.
Well, I've been perplexed by the kickoffs.
A lot of squib kicks. Let's see if he does it again.
Let's see what happens here. And, yeah, another.
It's kind of a little.
It's like trying to get it right in the middle of the field. And high school has not implemented the NFL rules yet for kickoffs, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I can't even figure those out watching football every Sunday. But that may be a good kickoff in the NFL. Maybe that's where they're just getting these kids
practicing early.
Yeah, practicing them early. All right, 22 seconds to go. Third quarter. Tyler Freed played on that state championship team for Kentwood. Some of the greats back in the day, Ernie Conwell, Mike Carney was fullback. Rodney Stuckey.
Yeah.
Remember that name? Basketball star.
Great guy. Had a good long career with the Pistons.
Yes, he did. One of the best basketball players, Joshua Smith, big boy.
Yeah.
He was a big. There we go, 5. We hear from one of the moms. And number 5 is having himself a pretty good game tonight.
Kentwood coach doesn't like the early whistle there. It looked like he was still moving.
Well, I mean, we saw what Darian Williams and Marquise Jones can do. It takes a lot to bring these two down.
Yeah, running hard. We got fourth quarter here, Chris.
All right, so don't go anywhere. Buckle up, stay inside where it's nice and dry, and get ready. The King 5 big game is going to be a thriller. It's coming down to the fourth quarter. At the end of 3, the Kentwood Conquerors, they lead the Tahoma Bears 20-17 from French Field. We'll be right back with the final quarter.
The big game is sponsored by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you.
And with the sound of the laser, we're back here from French Field. Just playing a little House of Pain, jump around. Student section is fired up. We got ourselves a ball game, 20-17. Kentwood leads it. Kentwood has the ball. They have the lead. Also getting some information from my Mount Tahoma insider, Doug Dillon. We talked about Brady Bonnell. I was talking about his speed, Tyler, and just how quick he looks like, and maybe he should be on the track team. Well, he is on the track team. Runs the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, and the 400-meter dash. He also throws the javelin. So Brady Bonnell, just a spectacular athlete. We're seeing it today on the football field, but it'd be fun to watch him on the track and field this spring as well, because Tahoma has great cross-country and track programs going on there. You think that's just all the, you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, the countrysides, the kids just got to, they run a lot out there, don't they?
Yeah, and just, we talked about just a good set of genes, right? Just both parents are superior athletes. And
his mom a volleyball player.
Yeah, volleyball star, and played basketball with Carl growing up and football, and he obviously did big things at UW.
Yes, he did. Now helping out on the Tahoma sidelines. Let's see now. The Tahoma defense needs to step up. That's Jacob Remfort with another tackle. He's made a lot of tackles tonight for the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears are tackling well.
After a third quarter that saw some missed tackles and a couple turnovers, they've quickly turned things around here. Down just 3. And hang on, Tyler Freed. It's 3rd down and 8. They're one stop away from getting the ball back.
It's going to be a nail-biter here. Let's see what happens.
Kentwood's got to go to their play of tricks here. Brandon Togle, who's been on fire in the second half. Let's see if he can keep it going. Handoff. Williams And he's got the first down. Darian Williams.
Big run there. Big run.
He has had a lot of them tonight.
They're stacking the big boys in the backfield there, Chris.
Takes that one to the right side. Follows big old Ethan. Ethan Heidel, what a night for this young man.
Yeah.
Homecoming king. To go back to high school, what fun times.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow night, probably going out to the Olive Garden for dinner. Maybe something fancier.
Dodge some limos.
Corsage time. All right, handoff. It's going to be Williams. Williams.
Nice redirection there.
Oh, fumble. Picked it up, though. Tagle.
What a heads-up football play there.
That really was. Looked like Nathan Padua came in and knocked that ball free. And Tagle, right place, right time. Williams didn't see anything he liked on the left, so he shifted to the right. Found some running space, but big helmet to the ball, knocked it loose. Tagle picks it up. So Kentwood, first down, 9:01 to play. French Field. Handoff. And look at this, Jones. When Williams isn't running, Jones is.
The flags are flying again. It's raining yellow, Chris.
Yeah, it's atmospheric river and flags tonight from French Field. Tagle got banged up a little on that play. He's over talking to his coaches. We're, 50 yards from the sidelines, but he says, I'm staying in. But he's still chatting over there with head coach Quincy Davison.
A lot of offensive yards tonight, Chris, taken back by penalties for the Conks.
They have not helped their cause.
No.
With the penalties. All right. Brendan Tagle back.
5 penalties for 73 yards against the Conks tonight.
5 for 73. That's a lot of yards that I know Coach Davison would love to have back. First down and a lot. Tagle. Not a lot of run to room, and he's got his man Rocco right in the middle of the heart of the defense. Looked like Tagle was in some trouble running out of real estate, and if you're looking for real estate in the Maple Valley area, go to my friend Tyler Freed, but he was running out of real estate, and there comes Rocco Maselli out of nowhere. We got a Tahoma player down. The stretching would maybe say he could be cramping.
Yeah, the defense has been on the field a lot. Also kind of looked like a little DK Metcalf hit on that safety there.
I mentioned, that hits like that kept me on the tennis court, but I also know when somebody's cramping because of my tennis days, and it looks like a cramp down there. Pickle juice, bananas.
Yeah. Orange slices.
Don't see any pickle juice coming out on the field for some reason. Now, they may not have any. What a game, though. This has been a thriller tonight.
Great scramble there.
Yeah, Tahoma Bears, Kentwood Conks, Kent School District just doing a great job. Great venue here, French Field. If you've never watched a high school football game, this is a great place. It's been open since 1982. So, they run a lot of great track meets here, soccer battles on this field. Just a stone's throw away from Azel's Chicken. You can smell it from the booth.
And Kentwood moves up to 314 yards rushing this game, so another big half of running the ball.
The stats just keep coming in from our good friend Jeff, who we missed with the Seattle Storm, but he's doing great work with Kentwood tonight. We love that. 2nd down and 2. Handoff is made, and that should be enough for the first down for Marquise Jones. And Marquise Jones just continues to run hard tonight. He's been good. 7:57 to go. They haven't signaled the first down yet.
Yeah, I think might have come up just a little short there.
You can tell sometimes the hometown chain group wants to make it a first down, but the officials aren't about to give it to them quite yet. So that's going to be 3rd down and inches. And here we go. Tagle. Shotgun with two backs to his left side. Interesting formation. Let's see what happens here. Handoff. I don't think he got it, Tyler. And this defense is stepping up for Tahoma.
Looks like a friendly spot, though.
It was Eli Payton in on that tackle, along with a couple other Bears. And no gain, so okay. Buckle up, 20-17. It's going to be 4th down and a couple inches. Kentwood coaches want a first down. Nobody's going to give it to him. You got to go earn it. The chain group wants to give him a first down, and well, now all of a sudden they got a first down.
What's happening here?
I don't know. I thought Eli Payton made a great tackle there, but apparently it was enough for the first down. Who am I to argue from way up in the warm booth? The laser gun sounds from the student section, which signifies a first down. 6:45 to roll. Tagle under center. Hands it off. Darian Williams.
Yusuf with a shoestring tackle there.
Yusuf is giving everything he's got tonight.
He is playing hard, Chris.
Both talented teams. We're going to see, I can guarantee you, we're going to see both these teams in the playoffs. It's just a matter right now. They're battling for that number 2 spot in the NPSL. Kennedy Catholic, of course, with old Coleman Bruce and company over there. They are a dangerous team. They've got currently the top seed. Watch out for Stadium. They're having a good year. Another venue, Tyler, I'd recommend Stadium High School if you've never been there. Gorgeous venue for some football.
Yeah, one of the coolest campuses in the state, I would say.
It's actually in a movie.
Yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You, right, Chris?
Yes, it was. They're having a good year. Coach Davison talking to his crew. Jackson Huerta. No hoodie on him. Former star here at Kentwood, went on to play at Central Washington University. Now one of the many coaches on this staff. All right, 2nd down and 5. Kentwood moving from left to right on your screen. Black pants, black top, silver lining on their pants, silver helmets, handoff. And that is going to be enough for the first down. And Kentwood just willing their way down the field right now.
Yeah, just spreading out the defense there and finding a hole. All right. First down. Looks like they're on the 12.
Tahoma with 2 timeouts remaining. Down 3. They would love to bend but not break right here. I believe you're in 4-down territory. Up 3, though.
Yeah.
They're not going to settle for a field goal. Although Tahoma has a pretty good field goal kicker. All right, handoff.
Bounces it outside.
And here comes the Bears. They're starting to tackle well. That was Grady Platts. Grady Platts coming out of that safety spot to help make the tackle on that one. 2nd down and 8, 5:40 to go. Ball on the 9-yard line. Caleb Rubin enters into the game. Twin brother is Lee Andrew Rubin. Up on the offensive line. So we got a couple twins out there for the Conks. 2nd and 8, 9-yard line. Handoff. Helmets are flying. Bodies are flying. That's what we do at the big game.
It's Friday Night Football,
It's
Chris.
Friday Night Football on the PNW. It has been a good battle tonight. Well coached, good 2 teams. 3rd down. Here's the question. Who do you go with, Williams? You go with Jones here. They've both been on fire. And then you could surprise them with a little Tagle to Mayfield.
Yeah, they got options here.
Then again, Rocco Maselli's had himself a night too. Let's see what they do here. Kentwood, 3rd down and 4, lining up to run in the rock. That's what they do, and that is a touchdown.
It's a big scoring drive there.
Darian Williams is in the end zone. He's coming over to the crowd.
Pumping him up.
Yeah, look at him. He's coming over to say hi to the King 5 Plus gang. Come on, King 5 Plus. Look at Jackson Huerta. He's got his green shoes on. He's like he's playing again. Look at this. Darian Williams firing up his family. He's having himself a night. That was a big blow for the Tahoma Bears.
Still got some time left. Just under 5 minutes.
Yeah, they do, and they've got a very dangerous quarterback that can move the rock pretty quickly. But good drive there for Kentwood. They answer back. That's how you start the fourth quarter. Brady Bunnell answered back with that touchdown, which made it a 3-point game. Kentwood answered back with a lot of Darian Williams, a lot of Marquise Jones. And in the end, it's Williams with the touchdown run. Great drive there from the Conks.
Yeah, so just under 7.5 minute drive there by the Conks. 14 plays, 69 yards for the score.
14 plays, 69-yard drive. Wow. That is a coach's dream, taking 7:22 off the clock, and they build themselves a 10-point lead with 4:59 to go.
Yeah, it's a chess match.
So Tahoma down 10. Take you back to last Friday. It was Kentwood down 38-8 to Auburn. They came back and won a thriller 50-44 against the Trojans. And now let's see if the Tahoma Bears can find a little magic on the French field on this Friday night. Second place in the NPSL on the line tonight. Huge seeding implications as the playoffs get close. 4:49 to go. And one thing we've known, Brady Bunnell, calm and cool. Trips to the left side. Expect him to go to the air here, though.
Got to score quick.
Tahoma still has 2 timeouts to play with, and they got him off sides, and that's the best way to move the ball down the field is take no time off the clock. And another penalty for Kentwood.
Pushing 100 yards here, Chris.
Well, that's going to be something Quincy Davison talks to his team about, I'm sure, tomorrow or Sunday in film session. Too many penalties tonight.
Yeah.
Darian Williams with the touchdown run gives Kentwood a 27-17 lead. 4:44 to go. First down for the Bears.
No huddle. They're starting to fire the ball here. See if they can get a little pressure on them.
Parent section yelling defense. Bunnell scrambling. Showing some urgency, which I like to see.
It's got some good pocket awareness there.
As we've been told from our good friend Doug Dillon, also runs the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, 400-meter dash. Throws the javelin. Handoff to Gross. Gross right up the middle. Look at Gross go. And the Tahoma Bears will not go quiet in the night.
They will not. What a great run.
How about this? The Bears showing a lot of heart on this night with 4 minutes to go. Johnny Gross giving it all tonight. Another great run from him. Gets the handoff again. Up the middle again. Lee Andrew Rubin with the tackle on that one. Tyler Freed, it has been a pleasure having you in the booth tonight, and we got a thriller done. That was a fun one tonight.
Yeah, we picked a good one.
All right, Brady Bunnell. Shotgun, throws. Gross in and out of his hands. And Darian Williams was right there, so.
Good coverage.
Yeah, he makes that catch. He's going to get hit pretty hard. Stops the clock. Not a bad play.
Nothing lost there.
No. All right, 2nd down and 8. Student section has not sat once. Got to give a shout-out to the Kentwood Conquerors student section. Packed, and they've been on their feet the entire time.
And the parents are loud. You can hear them all the way up here.
Well, parents always seem to be loud. But they've been positive, parents today. I can't say it's anything bad. All right, Brady Bunnell takes a look, gets the snap, rolls right, has some room to play with, throws to the end zone, and that should be a touchdown, I believe, for Tahoma. Brady Bunnell hooking up with Ethan Tanner, and hang on. Don't go anywhere. Don't change that channel if you're sitting at home in your living room. If you're in your car watching King 5 Plus, just download the app and watch for free because we are bringing you some entertainment tonight. Tahoma Bears now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Go back to that Kentwood extra point that got blocked, Tyler Free.
Bonnell scrambles on that one and throws a dart.
That was a great play by Brady Bunnell. And 3:21 to go. It's Kentwood 27, Tahoma 20.
We got a flag on the play there.
Are we not putting the point on the board yet?
Yeah, it's raining flags again.
They're talking it over. They don't want to put that 24 up there yet, quite on the board. Stand by. You're watching at home. You're watching like us. Okay. Okay, so the extra point is good. So that point will go up on the board. There was a personal foul on the defense, so that will go on to the kickoff, 15 yards on the kickoff. So these little kickoffs may be actually a decent kickoff.
Yeah. Might see one get the end zone here, Chris.
And they could be by design. I mean, I don't usually ask a lot of pregame questions about the kickoffs, but maybe I'll start throwing that into my interview mix. 27-24, whatever we got with kickoffs, it doesn't matter. We got ourselves a good game tonight. This has been a fun one. We knew it was going to be good, and it's lived up to the hype. Kentwood comes into the night 4-1 in the league, 5-2 overall, number 21 in the state of Washington. Tahoma Bears 4-1 in the league, 5-2 overall, number 23 in the state of Washington.
Chris, look for the onside kick here. We got under 3 minutes, 21 seconds left.
Okay. Well, they've tried everything on kickoff, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Here we go, 3:21 to play. And they do try it. And
the big fellow
Big fellow's all over that one. And sure enough, Tyler Freed, keep calling this stuff.
And that's the homecoming king with the grab there, Chris. He's having a night.
He is having a night, the homecoming king, Ethan Heidel. Crowned king at halftime. Get your Good Hands Award of the night tonight.
Yeah, hands team.
All right, so Tahoma does have 2 timeouts. They trail by 3. Once again, great play there from Bunnell. Hooking up with Ethan Tanner to make this a 3-point game.
Bounces it out.
And hanging, nobody, oh yeah, they're wrapping them up now. Williams was shaking a lot of those tackles for most of the game, but these Tahoma players are not letting go at this point of the game.
It's a big drive here. Let's see what happens. Got to milk that clock down.
Clock is ticking. They're going to use everything. Zach Myers took over as the head coach at Tahoma in 2022.
Shotgun snap.
Last year, 6 wins. This year, 5-2 overall. Tahoma has not had a 7-win season in a long time, according to our history books. And oh my. That's your boy, Youssef. Yes.
What a game. That's got to be 15 solo tackles out of him tonight.
He is having a night. Getting a high five from his buddy Jacob Remford, who's also had a big night. And they are going to use one of their timeouts now. Going to stop that clock at 2:13 to play. And that's what happens. Big games, you get big moments, and your big stars got to come through. And Mr. Youssef's had a lot of big tackles tonight for Tahoma.
He's definitely the leader of that defense there, Chris.
King 5 big game coming to you live on King 5 Plus, brought to you by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you. King 5 Sports, Paul Sylvie on the anchor desk tonight. He'll be there at 10 and 11. We'll have big game highlights over there. I'll be on the anchor desk tomorrow. Then Paul Sylvie back for the 5th quarter on Sunday night. Paul Sylvie, the Hall of Famer. Walter Jones, Steve Rabel. It's a bye week for the Seahawks. Looking pretty good right now, 5-2, the Seattle Seahawks. Sounders got a playoff game coming up. A lot of I know the Mariners season is hard for a lot of us. It's over, but sports in the PNW going to continue to roll on. The Kraken are going to be back home. A lot of action still taking place. All right, 2:13 to go. Kentwood. 3rd down. Throwing. Williams catching. That should be a first down, and that's a big one. Wow.
What a play call.
And that gets the parent section on their feet. Great play call there. DW, Darian Williams, doing it all tonight. He took a shot right there, but held on to the ball. Hopefully he's okay. They've already lost their big man Ezra for the night. But that's a monster play call on 3rd down to come up with that.
It's out of the backfield, little screen pass there. Clock's running.
Clock is running. 16 seconds on the clock. 1:54 to play in the game. Kentwood 27, Tahoma 24. The Bears defense needs to come through now. Just one timeout remaining. They need some stops. Jones gets the ball. Jones powers. Jones is not going down. He may take the entire Maple Valley population with him into the end zone. Holy cow, Marquise Jones.
A run.
That is the 2nd time tonight that young man has carried about 8 Bears on his back and would not go down. That's power, that's heart, that's early mornings in the weight room, that's late nights in the weight room, that's determination, and that's a hell of a run right there from Marquise Jones.
You love to see it.
And you got some of the big boys, the O-linemen, kind of pushing the way.
Yeah.
Our homecoming king there, he was in on there.
5'5".
Big old 7-9. Devanel.
You know, I was surprised Tahoma didn't use a timeout prior to that, but it looks like they called one here.
Yeah, they are out of timeouts. Brandon Bale has done a good job at the center. You got Caleb up there, Leandrew Rubin. So, 1:33 to play. What a ball game this has been.
It's been a tight one. It's back and forth. A lot of lead changes here.
Tahoma, and look at, it's Jackson Huerta, the former conch, trying to fire up the crowd. And they're on their feet.
It's loud in here.
All the coaches are getting fired up here. Which is interesting. Usually you kind of want to be quiet here so your quarterback knows what's going on. But they want to just get this place ready to go. All right, 1st down and 10, 1:33 to go. And let's do the math with no timeouts remaining. That should end it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, they're talking. Clock is winding down, and I think that play there to
they got to do one.
Darian Williams gets the first down on the 3rd and 8, and then it's Marquise Jones with a monster run. Just 2 back-to-back monster plays. which are going to give the Kentwood Conquerors a second dramatic win in a row. This is heartbreak for Tahoma. They played very hard tonight. This is a team, they're going to need to just flush this one and get ready for Stadium. The Tigers are a good team. You don't want to go from third place to fourth place. You want to hold that third place in the NPSL standings. Still a great seed.
Yeah, it's just the 2 turnovers is the difference in the game tonight, Chris.
It really, that fumble right out of the gates in the third quarter.
And then the pick.
And that is it. And celebration tonight at French Field as the Conquerors are going to celebrate homecoming in style. The homecoming king with a big night on the O-line. And number 3 and number 5, Williams and Jones and Tagle. All some huge plays there in the second half. What a big game, though. I know the Tahoma side, Tyler Freed, little down, and it's never easy to lose a game like this, but they played their hearts out tonight. I thought Gross had a big game. Bonnell carried this team with some great carries in that second half.
Yeah,
Ethan Tanner had the touchdown.
Yeah, a lot of good takeaways for next week. You know, it's at the end of the day, it was just a couple turnovers that lost them the game, but they played strong.
With this win, I think Kentwood, because of the tiebreaker and everything, they've got one more game next week, but they're pretty much going to wrap up. They've got Kentridge next week, so an old school Kentwood versus Kentridge battle.
Yeah.
But I think Kentwood pretty much locks up the 2 seed tonight with that victory. So congratulations to Coach Quincy Davison and his crew. Tyler Freed, any final thoughts as we say goodnight tonight?
There's nothing better than watching some high school football. It's been a blast to be up here with you, Chris. Thanks for letting me hang with you and check this game out.
Well, we appreciate you coming by. So much great knowledge, and who knows, you were part of the glory days of Kentwood football, and hopefully Coach Quincy can bring them back to the Conks, a team that is having a great season so far. As we look at them right now, celebrating on the field, they're going to go over and have some fun with the students. And look at Trey Mayfield, a little spin cycle over to the student section, a couple flips, and a fun night at French Field as the student section getting ready to head out on the field, and why not? That's what it's about, good times, high school moments and memories, and they're having them here tonight at Kentwood High. Big thank you to everybody from the Kent School District, everybody from Tahoma, the King 5 Big Game crew here at French Field. You've been awesome tonight, back in the station as well. Paul Sylvie will have the highlights coming up tonight at 10 and 11 on King 5 News. And we'll get this on our Instagram page tomorrow as well for you. So thanks, everybody, for watching King 5 Plus. Thank you, Phillips Law Firm. For Tyler Freed, I'm Chris Egan. That will do it from French Field. Kentwood Conquerors move to 6-2 on the season as they take out the Tahoma Bears 27-24.
The Big Game is sponsored by Phillips Law Firm, unleashing justice for you.